80
Oh, okay.
megabytes, so
sure.
we'll see. If no,
If we get any comments about it being choppy, then I'll cut the YouTube.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So now it should be.
If we get any comments about it being choppy, then I'll cut the YouTube. Okay.
So now it should be.
Perfekt.
Gdzieś niżej kawałek i tu masz, będziesz miał fit do screena, ten widok kinowy taki.
O, no właśnie, kurde nie. Ale czemu to jest takie? Czemu ja nie mogę z strony przesunąć?
Kliknij z boku, zjedź niżej, nie?
Ale czemu to jest takie? Czemu ja nie mogę z strony przesunąć?
Kliknij
na tą myszkę jest. Co to ma być? Czemu? Why is it that big?
To jest tutaj, sobie kliknij
Nie, tak nie może być. Bo potrzebujemy przecież czat widzieć.
No, możesz z czatem połączyć.
Tak, no to dawaj. Nie, tak nie może być. Bo potrzebujemy przecież czat. W sumie to my tego nie musimy widzieć.
W ogóle nie musimy tego widzieć, ale jeśli z czatem, gdzie ty jest?
W sumie to my tego nie musimy widzieć. W sumie to my tego nie musimy I have glue.
Okay, so starting scene, 20 seconds. Switch on commentator cam, give welcomes. I'll do introductions. I'll announce the countries that are playing. Then we'll switch to the room/scenario cam. Announce the countries that are playing. Then we'll switch to the room camera. Then we will talk about the scenario that they're going to be playing. Room camera. Then we will talk about the scenario that they're going to be playing. Then we'll talk about the scenario that they're playing. Then after that we will switch to table 3.
Table 3
for the pairing.
No, that's
we'll switch to pairings. So then we'll go to pairing. Then we can talk about lists and matchups. Then we can talk about lists.
Turn on the
so make sure we have what is it? Conflict chamber up on this one. Alternatively, we can also put conflict chamber up on this one, but I think it's better to have the Twitch stream on that one.
And see how.
Alternatively, we can also
what's wrong with that
chamber up on this one, but I think it's better to have the Twitch.
It's super laggy.
On that one. Yeah. It's because we're already
broadcasting.
We're already broadcasting.
Yeah. That's very true. We are. Oh my God, yes. Broadcasting.
Let's see if there's anybody on Twitch watching.
There are 13 people already. Hello.
13. All right. Very good. Hello, people, everyone. This is currently just a technical test stream. We will be restarting the stream very shortly once we have all of the audio and visual things going on. If you could commentate in the Twitch chat to let us know A, what the audio quality is like, and B, what the video quality is like. If there's any lag or any stutter, please let us know via the chat now. And if there is any noise or any audio difficulties, also please let us know. Once again, this is a test stream. We'll be restarting the stream in just a minute. Once all the players have arrived, we're going to be streaming America versus Canada. We'll find out very shortly which individual Canadian and American teams are going to be playing. America versus Canada. We'll find out
Cheers.
Which individual Canadian
It's going to be fun. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Ooh!
It's gonna be fun.
Wow!
It's really tasty, isn't it?
That is dangerously delicious. There is an echo. Okay, right. So I think this may be the issue that
Maybe we need to get closer to the mic or something.
no, we had this before when we were streaming at ClubCon. Is that if we have the Twitch stream, if we're looking at the Twitch window, then somehow it has like this internal. Oh, everything is in Polish.
Oh yeah, what do you mean?
The audio from the Twitch website is going through the PC and is ending up and causing an echo.
Is it even possible? Because the TV is
Twitch
muted.
website is going through the PC. Yeah, but this is still on this PC, right?
Yeah, but it's muted. You cannot hear it now.
Yeah, but this is still on this PC. We've had this. Well, okay. Why don't you?
Settings somewhere?
Yeah, either it's in settings. We've had this. Well, okay. Why don't you?
No, there's no audio settings. That's the general.
Is there an audio in the Twitch player, the window? Is there
window here?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you open it.
Sure. Maybe this.
Oh no, on the left there, on the left. Yeah, if you mute it completely.
Okay. Could you please confirm? Is there echo still there?
Yes. Please let us know if the echo is still there. There's a delay. I want to see how much the delay is. So this is table 3, right?
Yeah. Table 1. It's table 1. Table 1, yeah. The city. Yeah. Almost no delay. There's almost no delay. Oh, it's good. It's good. Tiberius. Totally, it's good.
Okay, so it's about 15 seconds. Sure.
Okay, so it is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Delay, but I was looking here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's instant. It's
Yeah. Almost no delay.
brilliant. Okay, so we've got that going. We'll get the matchups as well. Camille will let us know what the pairing selection is.
Yeah.
Very good. We have instructions for all the players for the scenario points. We have the list standing by. We have War Room standing by in case we need information on casters and models.
And we have some cool statistics.
And we have cool statistics as well.
Yeah.
That's very important.
But I still didn't manage to change those names. Maybe I'll just.
Oh, the crazy names.
Yeah.
Scandinavians, man. Damn Scandinavians, always ruining.
And Hungarians.
And Hungarians. Always ruining it for Excel-based people everywhere.
Exactly. That's it. That's okay.
Okay. The excitement is real, ladies and gentlemen.
It's over the top.
Well, the thing is I mean, this is going to be a good match. Like, this is hopefully.
This could be final game. This could be a final game.
I mean,
Canadians against
Canadians, top Canadian team against top Americans. I'm stoked. So, you know, this might end up being one of the best games of the entire tournament, you know.
That's very true. That's very true. We're still waiting for players.
Okay.
I don't know if they got it all there. It looks like it, but there are way too many people.
Yeah.
Way too many.
A lot of. We're pretty much ready. Are the players all ready? Oh, hold it.
So we are still waiting for players to. Georg is just telling the players what will be the plan for the game, where will they play, showing the stream computers, lamps, etc., etc. I believe the scenarios are already settled, and we are waiting. We're waiting for the players. They're just discussing. Whatever. I can show you. We have a general camera. for the final tables.
That's why we have Casual Friday.
Looks cool, and it looks great. That's where the first table players will play. 5 different tables, different themes. There's a beach table, there's a forest table, swamp table, and a city table, and the last one is desert table. Let's come back to. Okay, so I can show you while we're still waiting for players. Allow me to show you different tables.
Hold on 1 second. Did you reset the streams?
No, not yet.
We should do that in a second.
Okay, just before the game, we'll reset the stream.
Yeah, they're gonna get started once they start unpacking. Once you see them,
yeah, we'll reset. We'll reset
because then also for the recordings for the YouTube
purpose.
files,
Yeah,
it'll start, and then we'll have immediately have the intro sequence, and then
that will be better. More
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And then they have to do no editing after.
So here you can see that's the city table. Then that's a beach table with a lovely waves of water on the right side. Then table 3, that's a swamp Grimkin themed table. Then we have a grassland with some cool fiery smoke, fiery cloud, whatever it is, and a forest in the middle. And on table 5 we have. Oh, sorry, I cannot. Oh. On table 5, well, we have some cool models and a desert themed table. We have some cool fire in the middle of one sentence. Okay.
Yeah. And I think once there's going to be a bit of a section where like they'll have done their pairings and they're doing the table selection. Then I think it's a good idea for us to do a quick flyby of all the tables and talk about all of the terrain.
That's correct.
After we've talked about scenario. Whilst everybody's getting set up, and then we'll go back through it again. We'll have Camille check out all of the deployments, especially important models like Warrowcasters, support models, and like the super important solos.
Petero, powiem Ci to szybko. Chodzi o to, że my będziemy rejestrować tych graczy, co grają, dlatego stream jeszcze chwilę poczeka, tak? 5-10 minut i będziesz miał graczy tutaj z powrotem,
Okay, so we'll have a slight delay because we'll be registering, the players need to register first, and it'll take, let's say 10-20 minutes. That's Simon running. That's Simon. That's the dude. Okay.
This keyboard requires you to type super slowly.
Really?
Yeah. If I type really quickly?
Oh, there's a delay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It reminds me of
What?
I've just finished another one of my medical internships, and one of my supervisors is like this old, like 50s, like this doctor in like his late 50s and stuff, and he types with one finger on each hand, and he does it like he's doing a typewriter. So he goes, boom,
one button at a time.
Oh my goodness! It was
like grandparent style.
Yeah, exactly. And I was watching him like he was like writing a report.
Oh my God.
And I had to sit next to him and just watch him like write this report.
I know that
at like 2 words a minute, and after like 3 minutes, I was just like, "Sir, maybe I could type."
Yeah, that's my friend's mother. She's a professor at the medical university as well.
Yeah.
By the way, one of our players, of Polish players, and his mom usually dictates the articles and all that to my friend.
Yeah, though I mean, voice recognition is getting to a point now where that's the best way to do it. Yeah, okay, so you got to be careful with typing with this keyboard. It misses sometimes.
So as for a fun fact, you can tell our spectators what happened to your luggage.
Oh yeah, so fun story.
Fun, really.
Yeah. In order to spice up the excitement around the WTC, the airline decided to lose my luggage, which means that I am now here in Warsaw for the next 3 days wearing nothing but what I have. But fortunately, I'll be able to hide amongst the crowd. And also we're a safe distance away from all the players. So the smell won't really affect people that much.
Yeah,
I feel bad for you.
At least you have t-shirts from War Room PL.
That's true, right?
Oh, actually, you can show us, right?
Yes, yes.
Commentators can. Where is it? Oh.
Top right.
Okay, let's say hi to our spectators.
Our early bird special. Hey guys.
That's us. That's Georg on their side.
Yeah, and Camille is here as well. Come on,
Camille, show yourself. That's our technical support. Okay, we have to get closer to the camera.
So Camille is going to be our Asian reporter in the field, Trisha Takanawa, reporting live from assassination runs all over the tables.
Yeah.
Then we have Piotr, the man with all the know-how and all of the statistics. He knows everything about every single player, how many times they've played, how many times they've lost, what their favorite colors are, favorite foods, embarrassing
shoe
secrets,
size as well.
All of it, all of it.
And then we have our lead commentator, Georg, here.
Yes, truly.
Yeah, with one shirt to spur.
One shirt to rule them all.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
All the way from Netherlands.
That's right. Yeah, Rotterdam is the place to be.
Okay. Oh. Let's switch to our general.
And
so you can see nobody still.
You can add the scenario there.
Well, yeah. But is the scenario already?
Yeah.
So everywhere.
Yeah, everything is set up. Yeah.
The same. Which one is it? Is it this one? No.
No, Recon 2.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, change it.
That's this one.
I don't know.
Fourth one? This one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. So this round is test round. USA versus Canada. We'll be playing Invasion.
Okay, I will check about the objectives.
Okay, check about the objectives if they're correctly placed.
Yes. So we'll check on objectives. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I haven't had any experience with the SR 2018, but it looks crazy. Like,
so how many games did you have on SR 18?
Steamroll 2018?
Yeah.
None.
None. Okay.
None. This is the first time. Like, last time I played was SR 2017, and I was like, oh, you know, these scenarios are pretty crazy. And then I saw some of the ones for this, and I was like, how many bloody points can you score? Like, it's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
That's crazy. There are scenarios you can one round basically your enemy, but I do not expect this kind of gameplay here on WTC as this is World Team Championships.
Well, I mean, we might see some crazy stuff today. I mean, it's just warm-ups. So, you know,
oh, you never know. Some crazy
Fridays, I think tonight might be some, we might see some shenanigans. Maybe.
And some crazy cluster kills.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Tom Guan isn't playing, so we're going to be missing out on some of the crazy things, which is a shame.
Yeah, he's not playing right now, right? He's not playing today. But he's playing for American team tomorrow and on Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because one of our American players had some issues in Paris, and he had to go back.
Oh shit!
And he brought his models as well. So one of American team Edison is looking for models. And they are still.
Right, I saw the stream.
There will be a pairing process on the stream. So switch on the one.
Yes.
Right?
So in the nude.
That was my last night. Let's not get into that.
Okay.
I mean, like physically, we don't have cards or sheets or any reference material. So if you want something visual, we should give you something.
Oh, you can. Yeah, we can give
Write
you that.
Write it down on here.
Okay.
That'll be
That's
great.
for
In
us.
terms of your stream, what do you want to see?
Some cool matches. Some cool. Yeah.
I got an idea. Here, hold on. I'll show
Okay. So meanwhile, I'll finish the story about the American player. They're looking for models, Legion models, and I hope they will complete at least one list, because that would be a shame if they wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, Team Bunky is here. He's gonna play. He's going to play. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to. We have a lot of these.
Yeah, I printed 14 of that.
I just need some split piece of paper because they don't have any lists to give each other.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is
Just cut it in half and it will be fine. Okay, so we are now in the middle of pairing process, but still we're waiting for the players because they don't have any list on them, so they need to write them down in order to give to their opponents. We'll see. Allow me to turn off the scenario so we can see what's going on there. We can see on the left that's Marcin Nowicki, War Room PL. On the right we can see Polish team Go West captain as in Polish cool new Polish t-shirts. You can see the flag. Okay, so yeah, Jerian. That's right. That's really sad. But I hope everything will be okay. Well, they have players. The point is they don't have models. So that's the issue. That's the problem. Tom Guan will take place of one of the players. Yeah, exactly. They are trying to find models. Oh yeah. Okay, so I can see the captains trying to complete their teams. They're still discussing what to do, how to prepare and stuff. Oh, I can see Team Banki passing by. In streaming room, we have 2 rows of tables. We have final tables that are going to be streamed and filmed.
Alright, everybody's getting ready, so I think now is a good time to reset the stream.
Okay, let's reset the stream as they are.
So, we are going
Could you please do that?
reset the stream right now, guys. Stay put. We will be back in a very short period of time. See? It's okay, it's okay.
It's fine?
They're just writing their names on people.
Okay. Okay, Utes.
Alright. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you wherever you are. We are coming to you live from Warsaw. It's the WTC 2018 War Machine Hordes World Team Championships. And today is Casual Friday, which means we're having grudge matches.
Yeah, we are having grudge matches. It's going to be Canada again versus United States. And we are having them right now writing down their lists because it's Casual Friday.
That's right. My name is George Busher. I will be your host today. Alongside me is Piotr Palach.
Exactly. That's
the
me.
man with all the information and all the numbers and everything you ever wanted to know about all the players who are going to be playing. And in the field is our main man, Kamil Rajkowski. Come and say hi.
Come on, say hi.
He is going to be doing our live reporting. Everyone say hi to Kamil. He's going to be giving you all of the latest information on any assassination runs or any games that are about to conclude.
Exactly.
All right, let's get going.
Let's get ready.
We're going to be taking a look, first of all, at the pairing process.
Yeah.
So, the teams have assembled their players. They're just looking over the different tables to analyze the terrain. And in the meantime, we are going to take a quick look at the scenario we're going to be playing. The scenario we're going to be playing is number 4, Invasion, from the SR 2018 Steamroller packet. Piotr, would you like to tell us something about the scenario?
Of course. So, in the middle, we have a rectangular zone with 2 objectives. This zone in the middle can be taken only by warjacks or warbeasts and warlocks or warcasters for 1 point. On both sides of that zone we have 2 round zones that can be taken only by units and warcasters or warlocks. And we have 2 objectives respectively for each player. That destroying it would give you 1 point. And the player who scores 5 points more than the opponent will win.
And if that doesn't happen, then at the end of the 7th turn, the game will end automatically and we will go to tiebreaker.
Yes, exactly. Or maybe death clock. We'll see.
Or death clock, yes.
It's Casual Friday.
That is right. We may be seeing some death clocks. Let's go take a look at the pairing process. So, I see the Canadian team led by their team captain/coach Tim Banki is currently still discussing their strategy. And for you, we are currently going to just modify the graphics to represent what is going on.
Exactly.
Like we said before, this is going to be America versus Canada. And I believe this is actually an amalgamation of several different teams because each country has to pick 5 players to play in the Grudge match. So we're going to be seeing who the players are, what factions they have, and what casters they're going to be bringing very shortly.
Okay, I'm just changing the flags right now.
There we go.
Okay.
Very nice.
I believe United States are on the left, or maybe I'm wrong.
On camera side, they are on the left. I
which
believe.
team is on which side? Just go to one side of the table and wave your hand. That will be enough. And tell me which team is on that side. Okay, they are still choosing sides. Okay, so.
But I believe that the Americans are currently positioned on the left side of the table. There we go. We can see Tim Banky's beautiful locks just swinging into frame there. So I believe the Canadians have decided to drop the first player, and the Americans have put up 2 players of their own. And the first matchup has been decided. Okay, so Camille is just going to go and check out what that matchup is, and they're going to do a table selection real quick, and then we'll find out what our first player matchup is going to be.
As soon as this will be decided, we'll have information. They're still having
There's some very, very serious discussion going on. Even though this is casual Friday,
there are no jokes.
There are no jokes here, and both teams are taking this very seriously. After all, it is a grudge match, and the opportunity to play against your biggest rival.
A war console.
Can you see any names?
No.
You need to tell us.
I will tell.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. You know, I mean, Canada versus America. I mean, that's the North American matchup, and
Yeah, definitely.
you know, it can happen that they don't actually face each other in the regular WTC. So this may
might
be the
happen.
only opportunity we have of watching this matchup.
Yes, that's very true. It might
And I
happen.
think everyone at home is very excited to see this matchup. Obviously,
After they choose a table.
Okay, they still haven't decided
Yes,
on
thank you
tables,
very
so we're still waiting for the pairings.
yes,
And well, this match, as I said before, it could be a final game as well.
absolutely.
Final.
Yeah. There is the quality of the players is of such a standard that this could very easily be the kind of play that you would expect to see from a final still. So we're very
Highest
happy
of the highest quality.
to be streaming this.
I'm just here to look at the setup.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you, George.
George, nice to meet you.
We are having a guest here.
Oh, you guys are on. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
We are live. Yeah,
What's your
that's
name?
right. Come on.
Greg Colton.
Party Foul.
Party Foul.
Hey, party
Yeah.
foul, please.
Yes, I was actually just trying to do
Would you like to
some,
join us for a minute?
Absolutely. Sure. that'd be
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn on the commentators.
We have to move a bit, so
There we
we
go.
all
We're gonna
fit
get a
in.
nice
We can be
up
comfy.
cozy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
We
having
have
a
a
guest.
special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
The camera is here.
Right, there you
Greg
are.
from Party Foul has decided to join us, which is
I didn't know you guys were doing it. I
that's
just
a
sort of
live
came over to
broadcast.
see the setup, and you have a
That's a
fantastic
casual-
setup here.
Casual
you very
Friday
much.
broadcast.
Yes.
So we're just having test games. We're still waiting for the teams to decide where to play, who will play against who.
Right. This would be a good position for me though, because I was trying to update Party Foul and put who's playing who, so I'll get all the information
yeah,
Oh,
from
absolutely.
right here.
This is the place to be.
Excellent.
For sure.
Are you going to play? Are you going to take part?
Not
in
tonight.
Solo Masters or WTC?
I'm
team?
playing on Team 3 for Canada.
Okay, well, okay.
Yes.
What's the
Very
Canada
excited.
Moose?
That's fantastic.
Canada Moose, Goose, or Beaver?
I think it's Moose.
Moose. Okay.
Yes.
great.
We wanted Canada Wolverine, but they were like tradition.
That is true. Actually, Canada is one of the few countries that have actually had stable team names over the years.
I don't
Fun fact.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, because some of the names are fun. Like I like what the Americans have done with their names this year.
The Americans, for the first time ever, have decided to get creative for their team names.
I think it's just the first time they've ever been creative, right?
Yeah, literally the first time. All of the other times has just been like America, like
It's something patriotic or whatever.
no. It was always red, blue, and
Yeah, red,
Oh,
blue,
the
and
colors of the
stripes,
flags, yes,
stripes,
yes.
stars.
stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Americans and their
Some
flags.
of them, like I like the Belgium's name.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's discuss names.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like Belgian names, like
I think they're
sweet,
funny.
salty, and sexy.
Yes.
That's a cool name for a team.
I mean, I think the people that make the decisions about what names the Canada teams were going to have, they wanted something that is traditional and respectful and
Classic.
stuff. Obviously, the Belgians have a better sense of humor.
They're well known for their sense of humor.
That's the most important decision in all of WTC is what do you call your team?
Branding.
Yeah,
It is.
absolutely. It's not just branding, but
and all the jersey decisions. Like there was a whole in our chats and stuff. They were designing the jersey, and everybody had an opinion.
Oh, yeah.
on what it was gonna be wearing.
Absolutely.
How do you find Polish New Jerseys, hockey style?
I don't think I've seen them.
Yeah, that's the one here.
That's right.
Oh, that one? I like it. I like it
good, huh?
for sure. I think I'm glad that ours is short sleeve because I get warm. I get hot.
Yeah,
so.
that's very true.
Short sleeve is good. You guys have some really nice shirts. To be honest, Canada has always had nice WTC jerseys.
I think I saw somebody show me. Oh yeah, it was Evan. Evan is on the Netherlands. I think it is.
Yeah.
No. Who are Kiwis? Kiwis. They're known as Kiwis.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. That's it. Yes. I'm working on it. Sorry. I was gonna get there.
You can just call
eventually.
them Kiwis. That's fine.
Okay,
You know.
but he's playing with the Kiwis, and he showed me their jersey last night, and I think it's my favorite.
Really?
I cannot wait to see
It's
that.
just black, and it's got a Crick's bone jack with just a kiwi head on it, and it's got a leaf. It must be like a national vegetation
Emblem
or
or
something.
something.
Yeah,
it
and
probably
it's
is.
just very lightly stenciled in white. It's very elegant, and I love the bone jack. The bone jack was funny.
Very nice. Well, we're very excited. I mean, there's always, there's different sub-competitions you have at WTC. One of them is who has the nicest jersey.
Did you guys actually declare a winner?
Well,
Or is it just like
That's
community?
let's have our first T-shirt committee meeting here right now.
there you go.
We will
This
be
is
choosing
something I will start.
the fanciest, the nicest, the best looking T-shirts.
Well, I'm a little biased, but
You can be forgiven for that.
yes. But I have to say I'm not a big fan of the Americans ones. I'm not
The American jerseys. Let's take a
That's
look.
here in front.
right here.
That's
Yeah.
Brett's photo.
Oh,
Yep.
They're nice.
it's interesting.
Something
I
different
think
from
they
all
did a
those years
better
they
job
had.
last year.
Maybe.
The jerseys.
So we have pairings.
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We
Okay,
have
let's switch
pairings.
to pairings
Let's
table.
take a
All right, I'm
look.
gonna get off and do my thing.
Thank you for
Okay,
that.
well, thank you very much for
I can
joining
type them in
us.
and get them out. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll pop
Thank
by
you,
and-
thank you.
Absolutely, you're always welcome. Okay, so let's fill in some pairings.
Which
So-
table is that? That's a swan table.
This is the middle.
Okay.
Okay, and this is this is like middle.
Dobra, pierwszy stół. Okay, first table.
Table 1.
Table 1. Okay. But you need to read that. I cannot read this.
So on table 1,
Corey.
we have
Corey Doyle, but which country is he from? Let me check.
Corey is Canadian.
Okay, he's Canadian. Corey from Team Canada Goose.
So we have Aaron bringing two casters, Locke and Ryan. So somebody's playing Convergence of Cyrus. Very nice.
That's
Playing up against Corey Doyle.
okay. So we have a USA Edison player versus Canada Goose. Yes, Canada Goose.
I played against Corey Doyle before. He is a machine.
You can. Yeah, this keyboard is quite laggy today.
I played against him 2 years ago, and he completely,
Corey is Canada. Okay, so
he completely destroyed me. But he couldn't have been nicer about it.
okay.
Is there a keyboard with wires that we can use, maybe? Call me old-fashioned.
Yeah, that will be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that's our first matchup. Let's take a look at who our second matchup is going to be. Who is our second American player?
Let me check out for you. Okay, so we have Mike playing Retribution. Mike playing Retribution. Let me check if he's from. Yeah, he's from USA Edison. Mike playing. He brought TWC Ron and Virus 2.
The delay on this mouse is killing me. I literally can't.
It's huge, yeah. We will figure it out. We'll get that sorted before tomorrow. That's why we are having Casual Friday games.
This is why you have Casual Friday.
Oh, I can see on a Twitch chat that somebody almost forgot that WTC is today. What a shame, what a shame.
That actually happens more than you would think.
My mom even knows that WTC is today.
Ireland was 3 years ago, right?
It was, I believe.
We actually had a member of our team forget that it was the WTC.
No way. And so what happened?
We had to get somebody to fill in for him.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so those things happen. And on the other side?
Yes.
On the other side, on the Canadian side, we have David Beauchamp playing Scare 1 and Morton Ubra 2.
Okay, I can't.
Thank you all, gut 84. That's really nice to hear. Oh, to see rather.
So we definitely need a mouse that isn't Bluetooth for this.
Probably.
Lessons learned.
Well,
Okay.
I have a mouse if you need, but I don't know why.
So Mike Beauchamp, right?
Yeah, Mike Beauchamp. No, David Beauchamp.
Sorry, David. Yeah, David Beauchamp, also one of the most famous Canadian players.
Just put my first name, it would be enough.
Yeah.
As the players are already setting up their models.
You know what? By the time we finish filling this in, we're not going to make. Why don't we just take a look?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we fill one of these in for us? So we can get this
For as a reference, let me find a pen.
Okay. So we're just going to take a look now at table 1, where we have. Hold on. There you go. Corey Doyle, who is going to be bringing Ostrom and Gorton against Aaron, who is bringing Locke and Orion. Locke, of course, being the new Crucible Guard caster, which actually is a dual faction warcaster. So we're very excited to see her. Maybe we'll even be able to see her on the table tonight. Then on table 2. Moving on up, we have Mike, who is going to be bringing his Retribution. We have Ron and Virus 2 against David Beauchamp with his Scar 2 and Morton Ebra 2. You can see Dave Beauchamp on the left-hand side of the table there. Then on table 3, we have Jeremy playing Scar 1 and Scar 3, who is going up against Tristan Cox with Magic 1 and... Okay, that is not this matchup. It's a different matchup. We need...
Okay, I'm back with a pen.
Okay, we need to get these matchups down properly. This is...
Oh yeah, that's the middle table. That's Brent versus
Matt Goldfarb, Haley 3 and Siege 2. So that's table 3. So Brent has got Haley 3 and Siege 2, and it looks like we may already have a caster selection going down. Unfortunately, we currently don't have access to their lists because that was part of the items that was in my luggage that is probably now on its way to Jamaica. So apologies for that. We are going to have to
I have a list here.
Freestyle this a little bit.
Yeah, okay, Matt.
Yeah, don't forget surnames as well.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine with that. The other way. Yeah, that's the table number 4.
Table number 4, we have Brandon with Haley 2 and...
Brandon is from Canada.
Table 4. Yeah.
Brandon versus Alex.
Yeah.
Alex.
Alex with Haley 2 and Nemo 3. So we have a Signal versus Signal showdown.
Alex Dunn from Canada Moose. Okay.
Na Warroonie drugim macie taki sandwich, tylko Warroom 2 zamiast Warroom PM. Warroom 2 PM. Macie 5. stół streamowany na bieżąco, jakbyście chcieli.
Ah, okay. Okay, and the 5th table?
And on the 5th table... I don't know which one is the 5th table.
That's a desert table, and that's Jeremy with either scare 1 or scare 3. Sounds scary.
Cue drum roll. Put him. There we go. Oh, that does look like a scary table.
Scary table with some desert. Yeah.
Ooh.
So we have Trailbloods against
Cricks.
Against Cricks
with a double engine. That looks like Scar 1 right there. Okay. And table 4 we have. As you can see on all the different tables, we have deployments being measured out right now.
So let me write down.
Okay, table 1.
Table 1 was Corey versus
Doyle. Versus Aaron.
Okay, versus Corey.
Yeah, Corey sitting on the left side of the screen.
Okay.
Aaron sitting on the right side of the screen.
Okay.
Table 2.
Beautiful beach table.
Beautiful beach table.
Table 2, we have... Okay. Mike versus David Beecher.
Yeah. Mike is on the right with Retribution.
Exactly.
And we have David on the left with his Cricks.
Probably a scary list.
Probably a scary list. I mean, all Cricks lists are scary.
Okay.
Lucky God at 84. Fortunately, I had the presence of mind not to check in my managers.
I will ask Camille to fill in the casters.
Yes, please. Thank you. One pro tip when traveling to any convention, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, check in your miniatures. Always bring them on the plane with you and never ever let them go. And if any of the staff give you any hassle about them, just cling to your model's case for dear life.
Have you heard the story about German models being stolen?
That's right. Yeah, that was at
stolen.
That was at Steam
Storm or some in Slovakia.
In Slovakia, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's why you never leave your models in a car. You never check them in at the airport. Always take them with you.
That's right. Your miniatures are more important than any other possession, including your passport.
Or your kidney. Well, you already don't have it.
Yeah, that's why you have 2. You know?
One to spare. Okay.
All right, so let's take a look.
I'm having screenshots being sent to me from my friends.
Oh, great.
So we'll have a little souvenir.
Okay, let's see if we can get these country flags updated.
Sure. Aren't those flags already settled? What would you like to change? A player.
Well, I'm trying to get this thing changed.
Oh, okay. We need to do that on table 3.
Oh, right, yes.
This way we will...
That's the score, yeah, sure. And then I think this one...
Yep, okay. Great.
Custom script, I think? Nope, no. Undo.
Okay.
Linked sources.
Oh, okay, could you please... Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. There we go. Sorry for the technical glitches, ladies and gentlemen.
We're still getting familiar.
Yeah, we are still getting warmed up with this particular setup. We guarantee you the quality will improve.
With every turn being played.
That's right.
You have a marker?
Market, yeah. I just had it and I gave it to Utas, to Camille. Hello.
The S key is not working. Oh well.
I'm just curious about these things.
Oh yeah.
Friend and I bought an apartment, and we actually have an extra
Ladies
room
and gentlemen,
nowadays.
if you've ever
She gave me permission that I can shoot games there.
had to deal with
Marcin Nowicki.
a delay between typing
Polish player
and
with
appearing on the
number
screen of more than
20
several
something.
seconds, you understand
He's the
the feeling
He's
of
playing
trying
with
to
his
walk
hat on.
through
The
jelly.
blue baseball hat.
the most
On the left,
agonizing
on the
thing.
Yeah, third player.
Yeah, I see him.
Ask him. Yeah.
States.
How it seems to you?
How does it work?
No, I was just curious how it looks to you here.
Oh yeah. It looks great. We have a green screen behind us.
Usually there's some lighting to it.
So far so good, as you can see.
You're on talking to
No, I'm not playing. I'm just doing the commentary.
Yeah, just
Talking duty.
Oh yeah, talking to you. That's right.
Okay, right. So whilst we're on table 3, we can already see stuff going on. Okay. Who's
Okay.
on table 3 again?
We're still waiting for the.
Okay. Well, it looks like we have Haley 3 going up against, I believe,
Looks like Wanderer. If
Wanderer?
it's
Yeah, that's
Wanderer.
right.
If
Yeah,
that's
right there in
that's
the
the
middle.
Wanderer.
Sure. So,
Okay, that's very interesting.
yeah, we can see we got the Haleys over here, and it'll
Just type USA. That would be because it doesn't fit.
yeah, okay. Over there, and we have the Wanderer placed centrally right here with the 2 Skin and Moans here, 2 more Skin and Moans here, and
We're good.
Spark
Ranger.
Node, Cage Rager, and of course the obligatory flanking Gremlin Swarms
Crubbits.
with some
Crubbits.
rabbits in the back for shield guard duty, and then a nice death nail in the middle. Going up against a theme list of trenches, with trenches leading the front, and then trenches in the back, and trenches on the left, and trenches everywhere.
Yeah, trenches everywhere. That's going to be tough to get rid of all those models, but as far as I know, Entropic Force would allow the Grim Queen player to get rid of those trenches quite fast, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but then again, it's a lot of models to chew through, and you have to hope that you have the volume of attacks. I think is going to be the
That's maybe the issue.
The crunch
maybe the
point.
issue. Yeah.
whether or not they have the volume.
Okay.
Let's take a look at those caster sheets.
I'm going to find Camille. Where?
We're going to take a look at table 1. Table 1, we're still busy setting up, so we will return very shortly. We're going to take a look at table 2. Table 2 looks like the players are about to start going. Oh, that's right, we've already commenced with, I believe, David having gotten first turn. Let's take a look. So, keep in mind that starting tomorrow, we're obviously going to have all of the lists available. So we'll be able to make the commentary with regards to list selection and choices much more fluid. But we have a Scar 1, I believe, with 2 Wraith engines, a unit of Bane Riders in the middle, and going up against, looks like Vyros 2 with Harpy Spam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, medium Warjacks, Imperatus. There we go.
So that's we are seeing now table 2.
Table 2, where we have Scar 1 going up against Vyros 2. Now let's just try to take a look at where we can see Scar herself. I believe this is her right here. The delay on this mouse is literally killing me. There you go. Okay, so we see good luck, have fun. All the deployment has been finished. And let's take a see. Oh yeah, so it does look like Mike has first turn with his Virus. And he's gonna start advancing with, so here we go. What are these? These look like.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah, Mike Beauchamp. Which theme list is he playing?
Well, I'm just checking which.
Beauchamp?
Mike. That's Mike. David
Mike
Beauchamp. Is it?
David Beauchamp is playing Scar 1, yeah.
Okay. Scar 1. In Scar 1, we have 4 Stalkers, Scott Troll, Taurus, Dark Wraith, Scrap Troll, Bane Raiders, minimum unit, Bane Warriors, minimum unit with a UA, Cephalic Silverlords, and 2 Draft engines flanking both sides, aiming for those 2 big round zones.
Yeah.
Up against USA player whose name is Michael, and he's playing with Virus 2, 2 Harpies, Imperatus, 3 Sirens, and 3 Arcanist Mechanics, none, 2 Soulless Void Tracers, Mage Hunter Infiltrators with Ares as a unit attachment, and Spears of Skyrim. So probably we're seeing the dispersed unit on the left flank. That's Mage Hunter Infiltrators with Ares probably behind the wall.
Yes. Actually, I believe this is the Void Tracer.
Okay.
Yeah. Iris herself is. I'm sure she's somewhere.
Okay, we'll find out. That would be probably one of the first target if he will aiming behind the unit. But yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna have to. I'm very curious to see what what Retribution is going to be able to do against these 2 flanking Wraith engines, because otherwise those if those flanking zones are dead, then all they have left to fight for is the middle zone, and Scar 1 might be able to push through with her feet. Retribution Warjacks aren't tough, they don't have a lot of boxes, and a well-placed Scar 1 feat and a couple of good charges, and they could end up getting blown up. Alright, let's go to table 3, where we have Haley 3 up against the Wanderer. So
I don't know if you have noticed, but we are having drinking played on a drinking theme table with a lot of pumpkins.
That was meant to be. It was always meant to be.
Of course.
Absolutely.
There are no coincidences.
That's right. So Matt is now just beginning his turn. Brett has pushed forward aggressively.
As far as he could.
Utilizing the terrain very well, because there's a nice there's a nice big forest right here in the delay on this mouse is killing me. Sorry. There's a big forest right here, and then there's a nice forest right here, placed in such a way that all it takes is one cloud to effectively block this entire section of the map in terms of line of sight, which is the ideal solution for the Haley 3 player, because this allows you to get your bunker up and just hold the middle of the table and just sit there and relax for the rest of the game.
That'll be tough. That'll be tough for a Green King player, because we are seeing right now a big forest in the middle. Right next to it, there's a smaller forest with just a 3-inch space between them. That'll be easy to cloud up right there to build a bunker, as you said. And we'll see. But on the other side, it'll be difficult for a Signar player to get line of sight to through this big forest in the middle.
Himself, it works both ways. The forest protects both sides from each other, and then the question is, who wants to have a brawl in the middle of the table in the square zone? And I think in this particular case, the Grimkin want to have that brawl in the middle of the table, because they have so many heavy war beasts. They're perfectly happy to do this.
If you were Signar player, would you be afraid of the Rattler? With Entropic Force being on, having those Signar models in the aura.
Yeah, that's one of your priorities, but I think that I think Brett knows this. I think that's.
I hope, yeah.
especially with this theme list, this is one of the models that he's probably afraid of the most.
Probably yes, and that's a Haley 3 Trencher theme list.
Yes.
So apart from Haley, does he have a lot of magical attacks?
Ooh, that is a good question. I'm not sure. I don't think he has that many.
Okay, let me
Not
check.
as much as he would like, I think.
Okay, let me check his list. His name's Brett. Okay, Brett, and he is a Canadian player. Brett. He is from team. Which team is he from?
No, he's
USA.
yeah,
Sorry,
he's USA. This is
USA.
Brett Fogel, isn't it?
No, Brett Fogel is just playing in front of us. Okay, that's.
Oh yeah, he's playing minions.
Yeah, so okay,
Oh,
but that's
Brett
Brent. There's a typo. Yeah,
Apologies in advance to Brent's mother, who is undoubtedly watching the stream, cheering on her son. Many apologies, Mr. Simon.
Yep.
So
as I can see, you probably cannot see that. You can check yourself. We have Haley 3, Rebellic Group of Ironclad and Thorn, and some a lot of challengers, including Maxwell Finn, Anson Hitch, Harrison Gibbs. Probably he has Gibbs in that list in order to give Ragma her position 3. Then we have a Patrol Dog, 2 Busters, Master Gunner, 2 Express teams. So we'll have we'll have 3 shots of Express team each round. That's going to be interesting because they have Thunderbolts on a critical hit. They are knocking down models. Plus, they have Grievous Wounds. As long as a Grunkin player would have shield guards, that wouldn't be an issue. Won't be an issue. But
eventually, you will run out of shield guards.
probably yes.
Eventually.
Okay, and we don't know which Arcanas did he took, but in case he took Sacrifice, that will help a lot to our Signar player.
Absolutely.
And then we are having he has also Alexia with a lot of reason on the bottom zone.
That's right. Yeah.
And then
Flooding the bottom.
and then a minimum unit of trencher infantry with a UA, and long gunners maximum unit, of course, with unit attachment.
Absolutely.
Must have been.
Camille, could you go and find out on table 3 which Arcana the Grimkin plays using? Thank you. Okay, let's go take a look at table 4. On table 4, we have Alex playing Nemo 3 versus Brandon with Haley 3. And are we sure that's Haley 3?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
right
there
there.
she is, right there. So let's take a look. So we have the Haley sisters right here in the middle. We have in the front a nice conga line of, I believe, trenches. Is this a theme list as well? Trench theme list?
Yeah, we have Busters and
Risen in the
long
middle.
gunners. Let me check the list.
And we'll find out the list for you right there. His name is Matt, not Brent from Canada playing Grimkin.
But that's Brandon from USA.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, they just corrected me. Ah, there we go. Just to divert quickly back to table 3, Matt, who's playing the Wanderer, has picked Divergent Path as his Trump Arcana. Then he has Ruin and Accursed as his 2 other Arcana. So all the Grimkin players out there know what his game plan is.
Yeah. Shall I tell our spectators what those Arcana do?
Yes, that would be quite handy.
Okay, let me turn on my war room.
In the meantime, we're going to take a quick peek at table 5, where what looks to be the slugfest of the century. Yeah.
Well, thank you for the correction. Of course, his name is Matt, not Brent, from Canada, playing Grimkin.
That's right. Table 5 looks like to be a slugfest of the century, where we have Scar 1 going up against Madrak 1, featuring a lovely troll blob of indistinguishable trolls standing side by side, running in a straight line.
Madrak 1.
Up the board.
Exactly, that's Madrak 1 list.
In true Scottish style. So we have Scar 1 going for really quite a flank-heavy strategy, mainly probably because of this central building right here.
That's a house, that's correct.
Yeah, this building right here in the middle obviously favors a super defensive strategy on Jeremy's side. All he has to do is park one of his warjacks right here, and he's pretty much safe for at least 4, if not 5 turns.
That's probably the case.
Which means that he doesn't need to commit anything else to that central zone. He can just focus entirely on the flanking zones on the left and right, and just try to grind it out with his quite hefty contingent of Bane Knights. I believe 2 full units is what I see right here.
Yeah, let me check.
Alongside 2 engines and a diagraph. And with Scar 1 sitting pretty all the way in the back.
His name is Jeremy.
Jeremy, yeah.
I'm just looking for his list. Easy. Okay, so that's a Canadian player.
Jeremy McClure.
Yep.
No, that's Legion.
No. Okay, sorry. Nope.
Yeah, we have. We have Canada on the right hand side. So the Scar 1 is
USA.
USA.
Okay. And that's Trex. Właśnie to nie jest Okay,
yeah.
So let me...
Okay, I believe your player is now starting his 2nd turn, I believe. Is he just finishing up?
He's using his cool widgets.
Those are some very nicely Canada-themed widgets.
Are those made by Frozen Forge?
That is a very good question. I do believe I see some Frozen Forge widgets in there, and then also some of the custom. I think those are the Muson Minis customized widgets there as well. Yeah. I mean, a game like this is one of the games that this could go to clock.
Yeah, with this amount of models.
With these amount of models, if you're playing, if you're playing an infantry-heavy Crix into Trolls,
that can take ages.
That's heavy on your clock. That's really heavy.
What would you say if we just go through all the tables and take our bets who is going to win?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Let's start from maybe table 1.
Table 1. Table 1, we have... There we go. We have Ostrom against Orion. Now, I personally know absolutely nothing about Orion and how good he is in the game, so...
I've never faced Orion neither.
And I do know from inside sources, having talked to one of the Canadian players at the airport, whose luggage also got misplaced.
No way.
Yeah. There was a lot of us on that plane who were missing luggage. That Corey, while being a absolutely wonderful person, plays this list in such a way as to almost be unsporting because of how effectively he plays it. However, I think on this particular scenario, I think Aaron might have a chance here. But having played Corey myself, I'm going to bet on him because I know he's a just absolutely fantastic player, and he doesn't make mistakes, and he's a really nice guy, but he plays without mercy, and no quarter is given and none is asked. So my money's on Corey here.
Okay,
so the challenge goes down to Aaron to prove me wrong.
I'll put it on paper.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's have a little competition.
What do you think, Piotr?
Well, from my, as far as I know, I've never faced Orion, but as far as I know, this mercenaries list can hit really hard. There are more heavy warjacks than light warjacks. Yes. There are some hammer dwarves. Well, I don't know if there are any units on the convergence side. So scenario-wise, that might be difficult for the convergence player to keep up scoring points.
Yeah, the round zones on the flanks are going to be hard for him to score.
Yeah. And seeing this cool beard, I will bet on Orion, on Ostrom.
We're going to bet on Ostrom as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at table 2. All of you people viewing out there on Twitch, make sure to post your predictions in the chat. We'd love to hear about it. If you know any of the players and you have any insights into their playstyles, let us know. So on table 2 we have David Scar1, who is currently activating right now against Mike's Viros 2. On this one, this is tricky because Viros 2 has always been very, very strong in being able to trade with the light warjack spam, with all of the benefits that he gets to his warjacks. They can put out a surprisingly large amount of damage.
Sorry to interrupt. Absolutely. I just put a straw poll, so you can vote. What are your predictions, and then we will discuss those results with you. We'll see what are your predictions.
Make sure you vote and let us know who you think is going to take this grudge match between the top 5 players in Canada versus the top 5 players in America. All right. If I had a gun to my head, I would have to give this one to Scar1, purely because I think that Scar1 has the capability of taking a Viros 2 Alpha Strike and then still having enough damage output to retaliate, come back, and to just remove these light warjacks. I mean, feated Bane Riders will demolish Retribution light warjacks.
That's very true. And especially, I believe that Crix player has this, let's say, tactical depth. He has more models. I mean, he has more infantry models that can hit hard. He has the amount of attacks that can, as you said, wreck those light warjacks.
Exactly. He has a high volume. Each attack has a high quality in and of itself, and strategically, he has a very good table position with these flanking Wraith engines. These flanking Wraith engines are going to be able to just contest these zones all game long. You know, the Retribution player is going to have a hard time getting rid of them without committing his warjacks. And if he commits his warjacks to take out either of the Wraith engines on the side, then he's weak in the middle. And if he's weak in the middle, then Scar1 can just push through to the other side of this house. Once again, we have a centrally located building that is going to be very important for this game.
Yeah. Does Virus has an access to magical attacks? As his battle group has magical attacks.
Well, Retribution is one of the few factions that actually has relatively easy access to magical weapons.
As far as I know, you are the Retribution player.
That's right. Yeah, I believe the Mage Hunters now. But then again, I think that might be CID. I'm not sure if the Mage Hunters are getting magical weapons or if they already have magical weapons. I believe that's one of the things that's actually being looked at in the CID.
Probably is, but we are still seeing pre-CID Retribution.
Yes, pre-CID Retribution. Yeah. That inherently also is going to give me. Yeah. The Jacks all have magical weapons, but you have to keep in mind, Kalam PD, is that the magical weapons are all on the warjacks, which means that he has to divert his warjacks away from the center zone into the flanking circle zones, and that's a long way to walk.
That's very true.
Yeah, the CID has magic weapons on the Mage Hunter Strike Force.
Okay.
So right now, those Mage Hunters are going to be in some trouble against this Wraith engine.
Might be an issue.
Because they don't have magic weapons yet. We got to wait until like October to get them.
Yeah, because committing a light warjack for a battle engine, but he'll need more than that, even with boost from Virus 2, right? And Virus 2 still needs to keep them within his control range.
Yes, and that is going to be the hardest part. I mean,
As this objective is placed right now,
Oh yeah.
he cannot put Virus 2 in the middle.
There might actually be a scenario where Mike might have to kill his own objective in order to put Virus 2 right here, in order to get the command range to stretch out to far enough, or he's going to have to commit to one flank.
But as our Steelhead Hunter has noted, those jocks don't have magical attacks on their melee weapons.
Melee weapons, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you can take some pop shots, but you know,
that could
maybe if he had 5 harpies all focus firing on the same battle engine, he might be able to do it. But he doesn't, and he's not going to be able to because he's splitting his forces. So I'm going to give this one to the Crix player. I hope, as a Retribution player myself, I sincerely hope that Mike proves me wrong. Please, Mike, do it for all of the sad Retribution players out there.
So you're betting on Retribution?
No, I'm betting on Crix.
On Crix?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, me too, to be honest. I think Crix has the upper hand here.
Absolutely has the upper hand. Okay, let's take a look at table 3. Okay, so here we go. So table state has developed. So Matt has decided to fully commit to the strategy of just bulking up the middle of the table and pushing his opponent out. Brent, not Brett. Gotta make sure.
Yeah.
And Brent has decided to counter in the correct way, which is to surround and envelop his opponent. So what Brent is going to be looking to do is to use the forest right here, this forest right here in the middle, to contest this rectangular zone somewhere in a safe, semi-safe position right here.
Oh, that's a little cute dog.
Yeah, little dog right there. And there's a warjack right here, but I think there's a light warjack right there. To just try and hold off the Grimkin whilst he flanks around with his infantry and tries to score the circular zones on the side to gradually eke out an advantage.
That's right. Look at this beautiful platoon of trencher long gunners.
Oh yeah, I mean this is the formation of an entire unit just towing in on the circular zone. That's what we love to see. I mean this is committing to the strategy completely, but to the most efficient extent. You're getting the maximum distance, you're contesting with as many models as possible, and you're just playing it safe.
Okay.
So I think strategically in this table state the way that it is, this is all gonna boil down to, I think this is going to boil down to dice. I think there's going to be a critical turn. Oh, we have a feat. Let's just go to turntable 1 real quick, where Corey has just feated with Osram. He has decided to, he's positioned him very aggressively. We'll check Osram's stats.
Yes.
And Piotr will just let our listeners know what his feat does. Why don't you
For all those players that don't know, what does Osram feat do? Friendly ruling models and units currently in Osram's control range, they get +3 armor, +3 speed, and Pathfinder.
Okay, so he's looking to make a very, very
Decisive
aggressive
move?
push. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of Corey's turn, his warjacks are all going to be over here.
Do you think it's will he use it offensively? Probably yes.
He's going to use it for. I think he's going to use it for scenario. He's gonna push his army into his opponent's face. He's going to use the feat offensively to keep them alive, and at the same time, he's going to physically block Aaron from moving his models into the zone, and he's going to get an advantage on score.
So he's not afraid of anything. He will not stay back and use his armor buff.
No, I mean,
nobody would do that.
He might, at most, he might lose 1 warjack to Aaron's Colossal. but all of the other warjacks that Aaron is bringing don't really have a lot of armor cracking. These guys right here, these guys are great at killing infantry and holding the table, but their armor cracking capability is very, very low. He only has 2 models that are really good at cracking armor, which is
Colossal.
which is the big boy over here.
Are we seeing their
this
warjack being drugged the turn before, or do you think it's a jack that just charged the Colossal?
I think that was just a run to engage.
And to jam a bit.
Yeah, I think
As he cannot move, probably he cannot move between the warjack and the wall
yes.
that we see here.
Yeah, I think this is an attempt by Corey to box in his opponent's Colossal to stop him from getting into the rectangular zone. And Yoda Taco is completely correct. This is classical Austrian play. He's going to be looking to jam out his opponent out of the zone and get an early
With an
lead
armor buff.
scenario with the armor buff, and then just try at all costs to hold that lead until the end of the game.
That's great. That's great. Interesting game.
Anyway, let's go back to table 4 where we have the Signar Showdown. Signar Showdown, we have Nemo 3 on the left of the screen, piloted by Canada's Alex. And on the right hand side of the screen, we have Brandon from the USA playing Haley 3.
Okay. Are we seeing a bunker? Bunkers.
Well, we
It's
have 2
bunkers.
bunkers. We have one actual bunker,
Oh yeah.
and then we have one metaphorical bunker. Hey man, how's it going?
That's a metaphorical bunker
The
indeed.
metaphorical bunker. Once again, it's the it's this central terrain. Especially, I think Haley 3, almost more than any other caster, loves
Bunkers.
a nice piece of central terrain, or
Fat
even
piece.
or preferably
Yeah.
2 pieces of terrain right next to the
Like-
middle,
like
that
in on the other
like
table.
on the other table, exactly. So we see here nice central terrain, cloud wall to cover the flank, and then everyone just bunkers up behind it.
Are we seeing here?
Slowly.
Is that a defensive cloud wall being placed to protect Haley 3? No, there's
Oh yes,
3.
absolutely. Yes, we have a. This is actually a very clever play here. We have 2 cloud walls going on. We have one to protect the trenches in the front, and then we have a secondary cloud wall to protect the most important units.
Exactly. So the battle engine won't be able to directly shoot at Haley's.
Exactly.
In any case,
Exactly.
those
And
models will be shot. The trencher busters will take the shot on themselves.
Exactly, and he probably did, and he constructed it in such a way that there is that this gap that you see right here
The closest models are.
is too far for lightning
Yeah.
leads.
And I can see that he placed. Okay, he just removed that model. But as for the other trencher buster, he put it base-to-base contact with some models with boxes, not
Exactly.
not infantry models. So, in any case, if he'll shoot anything
If
there,
this gets shot,
Buster
the
will take it
lightning
on
will
him.
bounce,
Yeah.
bounce over here, and it will never ever go towards the Haleys. It's a very, very good defensive play. So what do you think?
as for our predictions,
Predictions? Yeah, let's hear some predictions.
that's table 4.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a Signarian player myself. I would bet on Signar. on Signar.
Signar versus Signar, somebody is always happy.
But one Signar has to lose here. So the winning part here, I guess, would be Haley 3,
Yeah.
as the amount of models with Tough
Yeah.
can be
Can be
a
overwhelming.
case. Yeah, can be clock eating.
Yeah, first of all, there's that. I mean, do you think Nemo 3 has the volume of attacks to chew through all of those trenches?
Well, definitely, but they have Tough. They have Tough. They will probably. We'll see. We have Raisin as well in the back,
Yep, that's right.
being collected by Alexia.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
it's just never gonna stop.
Can you imagine Alexia charging into battle engine? But remember that battle engines have this ability of pushing back the models that they're attacking them.
Yeah.
So we will see.
But I have to say, that can be countered. if you position yourself correctly, you can wedge yourself in such a way that you don't get pushed back, and then you can keep just attacking. And if Alexa has enough bodies, then she can just go ham on one of these battle engines. Absolutely.
One of our spectators pointed out that Nemo 3 will have difficulties in hitting those models, but I believe that +2 buff from battle engines within 10 inches might be helpful. Can be helpful.
Yeah. I mean, it's the classic difficulty that you face when playing against Haley 3. It's that defense is so high.
Yeah, that's true. 15 on trenches, and even more on
the Haleys. I mean, the Haleys themselves are nigh on untouchable. You know, the only way you're even going to be getting close is with boosted attacks. So, I gotta say, I think I'm gonna have to go with Haley 3.
Okay, so we both bet Haley 3.
Yeah, I think I gotta be Haley 3. I think I think he has a very strong bunker that's going to be really hard for.
Don't forget the bunker.
Yeah, and the actual bunker.
Yeah,
the blockhouse is cool. Yeah.
So what about table 3 as we passed?
Table
over
3. Oh yes.
The Grimkin bunker.
Ooh, the Grimkin bunker. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. I think Grimkin they have the capability to push their way through the entire Haley 3 army because they have a lot of war beasts. They can boost their attack rolls. They don't need to boost damage rolls because everything they hit goes in one hit. Problem is he gonna have the volume of attacks to chew through all of them, and is he gonna lose any war beasts?
And the scenario.
Yeah, he's got to make sure that he doesn't lose.
The crucial part on the Signar part would be Thorn being an Arknote. Because killing those nasty Grimkin swarms can be difficult for ordinary trenches. Yeah,
absolutely. The Grimkin swarms are probably going to be what keeps Matt in this game. If he utilizes them correctly to contest and doesn't expose them to getting sniped via Arknodes, then he can basically just contest all day long. Yeah. You know, pretty much with impunity. So,
So are we going to bet on Signar?
I'm gonna bet on the Wanderer.
On the Wanderer?
I think he can do it.
I wonder why.
Very nice.
Okay, so you bet on it.
Yeah.
Or I would bet on.
You bet on Haley 3.
On Haley 3.
Boy, we have a lot of Signar in this room, right?
That's true. We have 3 Signar on the tables right now.
Yeah, it's going well. Okay, and last but not least, we have table 5.
Okay.
Where we have Jeremy's Scar 1 against Chris's Madrak 1.
Those Trollbloods look beautiful. What do you think?
Oh, they look fantastic. It's a really brilliant paint scheme.
After the game, I'll take a closer look.
Yeah, maybe we can get some photos and some zoom-ins on those models. If Chris doesn't clock himself, I'm going to give this one to him. Because I think he's going to be able to just grind his way slowly through the Scar 1 army. I mean, I know Bane Knights are good, but they're not as good as they used to. You know, and trolls are better than they used to.
That's very true. Very true.
I gotta say, I think Madrak 1 is gonna take this. I think he has a lot of. I think in the late game, especially Madrak 1,
he's gonna be a monster.
He's a beast. He can close out the game by himself easily if he has to. He can just wreck one of these battle engines by himself.
By himself, yeah.
We'll just walk up to it and just go smack, 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 and you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Chris, as long as he plays quickly and efficiently and he doesn't give his opponent models for free, I think he's going to take this.
Okay. I would bet myself on Troubles as well because I like those lovely models, and I believe with the volume of models he has there and the capabilities of destroying just those battle engines, we'll see. I'll bet on Troubles as well. So let's count it. So according to our calculations, okay.
Ooh, I think it looks like we're predicting a Team Canada victory.
Looks like
1, 2.
That's USA here.
3, 4.
Okay.
5. Oh my goodness. No. Hold on. We have I have 1 for Canada.
Okay, so that's going to be tight.
2 for Canada.
Right. Okay, let's count yours. What's up?
3 for Canada.
Yeah.
So I
okay,
currently
we'll have
am predicting-
Camille putting his predictions as well.
Okay, great.
From
I'm
he has
currently
some
predicting
insights from
3-2
field.
to Canada. Oh yes. So Camille
Here
is
I
going
will
to.
agree with you. I think Maverick will win that
Yeah.
match. Okay, so I will put my name here. For this matchup, I support Canada because in opposite to you, I
Yeah.
think Nemo might make that, but I'm not sure. In here,
On here you mean table 3?
Table 3, which is
table
this
three,
one right
I
here.
think Wanderer,
Wanderer.
yeah, have a chance to because of
Yeah, on the Wanderer. His bunker of models in the middle.
And the Arcana.
yeah, but I think he can get to the round areas and just take these points of the other player. So I think he might just last there so long and get to for a castle here after a few rounds. I think so.
That's
Because
interesting.
I think he cannot win the scenario here, but he can last as long as he needs to get a castle here.
But don't you think that killing Haley 3, because we were talking now about killing Haley 3, might be difficult for a Grimkin player? I don't think that Grimkins have those capabilities of caster killing Haley 3 from that distance. We'll see. Okay, and for table 2, what would be your
For
prediction?
table 2, I think Scarlet should win that one.
Okay. So we all bet on David Beecham to win against with his Square 1. Square 1 against Virus 2. So nobody. Oh yeah.
So we have some development on this table state, as you can see.
I think we are missing some warjacks here on Retribution Spawn.
No, not yet. No, not yet. He's
Just spread out.
He's decided to go for the flanks. So his light warjacks have made a push for the flanking zone. It looks like he's completely abandoned the rectangular zone in the middle.
Well, this house enables him to do that, I believe.
Yeah, but I believe this is not a harpy. I think.
Because on the top side there's imperatives.
Yeah, so he's probably looking to make a push around this side right here with Imperatus and the 2 light warjacks, and he's probably just going to try and hold this battle engine and these models over here at bay, just jam them up like you see here with these mage hunters. And then he's going to try and loop around on his right flank and maybe try and push through and get an assassination, because against Virus 2 you always got to look out for Imperatus just whoosh, flying across
doing
the table
stuff
and just sidestepping his way to your caster and just chop and you're dead.
You're dead.
That can happen if you don't pay attention and you don't block those charge and those sidestep lanes.
So the Retribution you predict will go with the Tide.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, if Scar 1 feats and manages to get rid of Imperatus, I mean,
Do you think that would be the game, getting rid of Imperatus?
oh yeah, absolutely.
And for table 1, Camille has predicted that Canada will win on that table. And
table
according to our straw poll, you voted 4 votes in Canada's favor, and only one
Vote for America.
For America's.
Okay. Well, it looks like Canada seems to be a favorite in this matchup.
Okay.
And I just wanted to go back to this. Okay, so this is table 1 post Osram feat, and like we predicted, he put his jacks into his opponent's face very aggressively. He's essentially pushed his opponent out of this right-hand zone over here. He's not able to push him out of the rectangular zone in the middle, which is understandable. But hopefully, I think also Corey may push his opponent out of this top circular zone over here, so he might actually be scoring some points.
Okay.
And I believe if we look up here on the top of the screen, we're going to verify this for you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we may have some scenario points already on table 1.
Okay, yeah, that's a very strong push against Convergence. We're seeing Hammer Dwarves on the bottom zone, pushing hard against Convergence. Plus, we have a couple of Warjacks there blocking those Warjacks.
Corey's right flank is looking extremely strong. So these 3 Convergence Warjacks right here are probably not going to be able to take out these Mercenary Warjack, the Rulik Warjacks right here, because of the +3 armor from the feet. I mean, Rulik Warjacks are tough baseline, but if you make them armor 23, I think it is, with the feet, or 22?
More or less.
Yeah, 23, right? Armor 23. I'm sorry, but you can't push through that. Even if all these 3 Warjacks were to collapse and focus fire on this one guy in the middle, then he's still blocked himself. The Convergence player is still going to be stuck all the way over here. Damn it. And he's not going to be able to touch these Hammer Dwarves on the right-hand flank. And next turn, these Hammer Dwarves are going to come in and they are going to wreck whatever the Convergence player has left on that side of the field. I mean, the Hammer Dwarf threat range is approximately down here somewhere, so he's placed them very well to countercharge whatever survives on that right flank. So I'm predicting Corey is going to be pushing around through here on his next turn. He's going to be mopping up a whole bunch of these Warjacks. I think he's going to be able to take out at least 2, if not 3, of these Convergence Warjacks. Corey's right flank is, left flank, sorry, is a little bit weaker, but it's not going to fall, you know.
Okay, as for statistics,
yes,
for Canada, we have a player who's that's his first time on WTC. That's Alex Dunn.
Yeah.
Then
Who's playing on table 4?
Then we have 2 players, Brent Simon and Chris Duncox. They already participated once. Corey Doyle took part twice, and David Beecham is definitely a champ there in this team. He took part in 3 WTCs
and is undefeated. Or is that how many games he's played, or how many games he's won?
How many games he played.
Oh, phew.
Yeah. Let me check how many games he won. That would be interesting.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Let me
Do
see.
we have anyone at the WTC who was actually undefeated?
Yeah, we have 2 players that were undefeated. That's Keith Christensen from United States, and I believe he's playing this year as well. And I played against him last year, and I contributed to his beautiful score.
Amazing win streak.
Yeah, but of 12 games, because he
played twice in the WTC.
he played twice.
Wow, that's an impressive score.
As for David Beecham, he played 18 games and he won 13.
That's a very good win rate.
Over 70% win ratio.
Okay.
Finally made it to Poland. Just needed a WTC.
So what we're seeing here, we're on table 4 right now, where Brandon has his turn right now. He's just working his way through Alex's Warjacks right now. He's making a push for his left-hand flank. And take a look. Oh, there we go. Gets him. So we got a Warjack kill right here, which really opens up that flank for him to start pushing through onto this Strider right here, which is exactly what he's doing. Right there.
When?
Today?
Yeah, we were at our training camp like an hour south of here. And this was a bit tiresome. Is your setup all right?
Yeah. But I have those statistics.
Brandon just making sure to check the positioning. I believe this is Lancer that we have going. Oh, he's going to arc. Here we go. So we got some spells that are going to get arced on the bottom Strider. I will see if we can get some damage going on that.
He's like, no, I don't want to be diesel.
I'm just checking for you guys the statistics for American players.
Okay.
I'm still struggling to finding their last names and spelling them correctly, putting them into my Excel. So let's see.
Probably
Okay.
yes.
Let's take a brief look at table 5, where Jeremy's Skull 1 is facing off against Chris's Madrak 1. Chris is currently busy pushing into the zones in force.
Okay.
And we're going to be seeing the attempted removal of potentially a very large number of Bane Knights, which are screening that Wraith engine on the right. So I believe these are some, looks like some warders going in on the Bane Knights. But he's getting a little bit unlucky with his dice rolls. Not getting any kills there.
Okay.
He's just checking.
Can you check what's going on there? So we asked Kamil to check how many control points, scenario points have our players already scored.
Yes.
Do you think there have been any points scored by now? Maybe not on this table.
Not on this table, no.
But can you, oh yeah, okay. So the objective here is right behind the Vardel engine. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's super laggy. I'm sorry. That's supposed to be a line, but are 2 dots.
There is a green battle engine in the middle of the table, and right behind it there's an objective which is still standing. So
what would you say if we show our room for our?
Yeah,
okay.
let's zoom out a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just trying to aim. Mouse. Okay.
There you can see the action. You can see the back of some very good players' heads. And let's take a look at table 1. So table 1, we have the Orion player is going in, and he's gonna be left with the unenviable job of trying to churn his way through Corey's feated army. I do believe, however, that only Corey's right flank and middle has been successfully feated on, because I believe this is Ostrom right here, if I'm not mistaken. And that means that he's going to be, his feet is probably looking something like this. With this Warjack on the far right probably being at maximum control range. I actually doubt whether this Warjack right here is inside the feet.
I have some interesting statistics as for American team.
Yes.
Our USA Square 1 player, Jeremy Lee. He took part in 4 WTCs. That's his 5th. That's his 5th WTC.
This is his 5th WTC. That's right. Yeah, Jeremy Lee is one of my Gaspy 3
nightmares.
Yeah, nightmares. Yes. I remember Jeremy Lee a couple of years ago. He actually managed to win some major tournaments with 6-3 before he was like popular and running things. So
he's quite experienced. Fifth WTC.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
wow,
the guy's an absolute machine.
Amazing.
And he's played Crix for as long as I can remember. So as far as experience
very committed
goes,
to the army.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. But still, at the end of the day, he has to churn his way through that Madrak 1 army, and he's going to have to roll a lot of dice, and some of them are going to go his way, otherwise he's just going to get stopped right in his tracks.
Have you noticed how cool those dice of the Convergence players look?
Oh,
they have a really themed dice. You can see a silver metallic dice, and a blue transparent die as for columns, probably.
But they're awful. This is rolling ones.
Okay.
Maybe they're binary dice and it's just ones and zeros. Anyway, so Aaron,
they're just shy.
They're just shy. It's a little bit of a performance pressure, but that's why we play on Fridays.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's switch to table 2.
Okay, table 2. So, okay, so here we go. So it's now David's turn, and he gets to retaliate, and it looks like he is going in on Imperatus. This is actually a big deal. On the right-hand side, we can see Imperatus' damage grid. It looks like he has approximately 14 boxes left.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken.
And his whole force field, is it?
Yes. His force field is gone. His force field is gone.
Just 14 boxes left.
I think he's about to get boxed.
So he's going for it.
He's going for Imperatus right now. This may be a Scar 1 feat turn.
Well, maybe if that would be a Scar feat, he would deal more damage, or...
he's doing pretty good so far.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Imperatus.
Boom.
And he's been grievous wounded, I think.
Okay, yeah.
So no Phoenix Protocol.
And from where those is that? That's Stalkers.
Yeah, he killed him with Stalkers.
Boom.
I think that was a feat turn. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
so.
A feat turn.
It looks like Mike is in a whole bunch of trouble now. He's lost his Imperatus, and David's army is pretty much untouched.
But were there 2 battle engines? Weren't there? Or just one?
There were 2. There were 2. That's right. Yeah. So he's traded essentially a battle engine, a Crix battle engine for Imperatus, which is a trade that I would take any day of the week.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. So things are looking pretty tough for Mike here. He's really going to have to get creative. Or he's just going to have to... He's either going to have to try and finagle some kind of assassination, because he still has a lot of good magical guns.
Let's find Scar. Where is he? Where is she?
Scar is somewhere as far back.
Probably somewhere there.
She's probably right here.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was just sitting right there. She was sitting
that's a good spot.
And okay, let me just do a feat check whilst you go to the other table.
Okay, so we can see the Grimkin bunker spreading out a bit, committing to the left to the bottom side zone, and only 2 Grimkin swarms on the top zone, getting right in front the trencher long gunners. I wonder how the Wonder will go in this matchup. We have some cool laser.
So just a quick heads up on the table 2.
Okay.
This table right here where Imperatus just got removed. We do in fact have feats from both players.
Up from both players.
So Viros 2 has feated, and his feat goes up to about here. And also Scar 1 has feated, which is why she was able to remove Imperatus so quickly with Stalkers.
So, okay, great. Let me check what did the virus feat do. Well, it's basically a warpath for his battle group. So whenever one or more friendly faction models are destroyed or removed from play by an enemy attack, so it's a bit different. One of his friendly faction model in his control range can advance up to 3 inches. Okay, so that was Virus 2 feet. Okay, so we are seeing now a Signar player in action, rolling some dice very hard. Cool blue themed dice as well. Okay, rolling behind somewhere out of the origin. Okay, so
let's go to table 4.
Okay, let's switch to table 4 then.
Table 4 we have a Haley 3 feet. It's just been popped as well.
Okay, so a lot of focus points.
Yeah, so like now everybody's feeding all over the room.
I think that's about the time for a feat. Cheers.
Smart Alex 791. This is indeed the grudge match between the United States and Canada. Both countries. Casual Friday. Both teams picked 5 players from among the 3 teams that they're all bringing to try and get warmed up and to, just
allow us to
show who's boss.
Yeah.
They may not get this opportunity to play each other again in this kind of setting. So you got to jump at the opportunity to let people know.
Northern American
champion,
yeah. Oh, we have a Madrak feat.
Oh, here we go.
On table 5.
Let's go to table 5, where we are about to see Madrak destroy everything.
Madrak being mad.
Oh, it's going to get crazy.
He's going crazy.
Stuff is about to get removed. Why don't Piotr? Why don't you tell us what Madrak 1's feat is?
Okay, let me check that for you. Madrak 1. Well, okay, it's removing D3 plus 3 damage points from friendly faction models currently in Madrak's control range. Plus, additionally, while in Madrak's control range, friendly faction models cannot be charged or slammed, slam power attacked, and not last for 1 round. So basically, he's trying to prevent
no charges.
Charges.
That's a good deal against Bay Knights.
We are having some puns on Twitch chat. That's our absolute mad lad.
He is a mad lad.
He is a mad lad.
You can never, ever discount Madrak. No matter how bad trolls are as a faction, even at the worst of their worst, you could always rely on Madrak to pull through.
Oh yeah.
He's just hard to play because you have to play a lot of models. You got to play them fast, and you have to have really good positioning because you don't want to give your opponent free models. It just takes a lot of practice to get that good with them. But hey, that's why we're at the WTC, because we know for a fact that all of these players have put in the time, put in the practice.
Committed a lot.
They know what they're doing. So
we hope, at least.
At least we hope. I mean, at least on these teams, they know what they're doing.
Those teams, they do.
There are teams that have tiny metas.
You're not trying to point out any countries, but yeah.
Well, I mean, the Netherlands is one of those countries where, the WTC team is like half the meta.
The best of the best.
It is the best of the best.
La crème de la crème.
Yeah, or whoever could make it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. But yeah, even then, I think we still did pretty well last year.
Let's show the.
That's the action right there. Mm-hmm. So you can always tell the state of the game by how many players are standing up as opposed to how many players are sitting down. There's an unwritten rule of War Machine that when things get serious,
the more people come.
But also the players themselves, they stand up because you got to get over the table.
This stuff is getting serious.
Exactly. And if your opponent is feeding, you got to have your eye right there on the prize. You got to make sure to check what your opponent is doing to make sure that he doesn't just cruise to an easy victory. Yeah. So things are getting real serious now, and
let's get back to Convergence versus Mercenaries matchup.
Yeah, here we go. So Orion has been he's been doing well.
Hey. We are seeing here a little contesting piece.
Oh, that's cute. Is that a little servitor or something?
Servitor or a mechanic? It's tough.
It looks like a mechanic.
Difficult to tell. Yeah.
I wish we had like a zoom function or something.
Zoom function, yeah.
Canada. Steelhead Hunter 81 says Canada only holds grudges against Trump.
Trump or Canada?
The Canadians are very ungrudgy, but they've put aside their personal opinions and have decided to show up here today for this grudge match, just to jump at the chance to, beat the Americans. Because I mean, at the end of the day,
who wouldn't do that?
Who wouldn't jump at that opportunity? Especially when you're beating the Americans at their own game.
Oh yeah,
like
that's their game.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's their game.
Love it.
I believe we are missing one Warjack here.
Yes. So it looks like Orion has actually managed to get some work done and has managed to push back Corey's Warjacks a little bit. He's putting up a decent contest. He's managed to get 2 heavy Warjacks into the middle zone. which should take a little bit of shifting. The bottom zone is very weakly contested, so Kari will be looking to take that one back
that's
pretty
his
quickly.
refused flank, probably as.
Yeah, it looks like a strongly refused flank.
From this point, both flanks seems to be refused.
That's a cunning plan
Oh yeah,
to
There's
ignore
some-
both flanks.
Yeah,
To try
just go
desperately to hold the
go
middle.
hard center.
Yeah, but
Right to line.
Kari isn't really making a very strong push for this.
Yeah, it's
for
Ostrom.
this- for
It's
this-
Ostrom on the mercenary side. It's Ostrom.
Yes.
Okay.
So this top zone is pretty weakly contested by both players. Wow, this mouse really is killing me.
Okay.
And I want to stick around because I want to see some Hammer Dwarves.
In action.
Yeah, some Hammer Dwarves are about to lay the smackdown on some convergence vectors right here.
Hammer time.
Hammer time, that's right. It looks like somebody's about to get
Hammer.
slammed all the way out of the contesting, I think.
Whose turn is it? Is it mercenary's turn?
Yeah, it's Corey's
Okay.
turn right now. He's, I think he's just planning out his turn. So Ostrom, so we're just allocating focus. So Corey really is going to go for a really hard push on the right flank.
Oh, just to point out, we have 85 spectators right now.
There you go.
That's great. And that's only a casual Friday game.
Casual Fridays. Well, I mean, it's an impressive showdown. It's
Oh, yeah.
America versus Canada. You know, people are going to want to see this. So, you know. But for you people out there on the stream, thank you very much for watching. If you know anybody who plays War Machine, spread the word. We are going to be here all weekend. Cancel any plans that you had. Tell your parents not to call you. Tell your girlfriend you're breaking up with her. And then call Monday morning to apologize.
Tell your mom that you cannot pause this game.
That's right. Yes, no pausing. This
No
is
pausing.
live.
This is live.
That's right. And
Straight
just-
from Warsaw.
Exactly. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the entire weekend of dice rolling. And
Oh, tomorrow
beards.
we have a question from probably Austria. What time do we start streaming tomorrow? I believe it's something around 9:30.
Between 9 and 9:30 will be the
Early in the morning.
The start.
Early in the
tomorrow
morning.
Yeah. So we will be literally be streaming all day, and we may even have some streams in the evening.
Oh,
We
yeah?
might have individual grudge matches taking place on the streaming table. If somebody is willing to challenge somebody, maybe we can see, I don't know, Tim Banky play against Tom Guan, something like that. You know, something fun.
Something fun.
We'll see what we can arrange for you, fine folks out there. But let's take a look. So we are about to see. Come on, Corey. Oh yeah. So he's doing the less important activations first.
Oh yeah. Let's take a look at the clock on
We have
the.
29 minutes left on Corey's clock against 23 minutes
Okay,
left.
so
on
they're
Aaron's.
pretty okay with the clock.
They're doing pretty good. And as the model count begins to dwindle, that clock is going to get easier and easier. And Top Pflanzer says that he hopes he'll see some of the Austrians get to play, and he's cheering for our guys.
Oh yeah.
If the Austrians play well
We'll definitely see them.
and they win games, then they'll be on the stream. That's the way that it goes.
I'm a bit biased. I would love to see Poland versus Poland final.
Of course. I think actually at least one of the Polish teams should be on stream because I think they have some really interesting lists.
yeah.
I think Poland is the country for most exciting, innovative,
Meta.
weird,
yeah.
wonky lists. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
so much fun to watch.
There's double judicators actually there are two lists with double judicators in Poland South team
That's right.
being played with Curious One and this new warcaster Serena.
Serena, Serena, yeah.
Serena.
I want to see the Krios one. 'Cause
Yeah.
that looks like
There is a
good
question.
style.
What time zone? It will be Central East European time zone.
Just Central European.
Yeah.
Is this-
Okay. Yeah. We are in Central East Europe. Let's say. So okay, and we are in Warsaw in Poland. So it's Right now it's 5:30 p.m.
That's right, same time as Paris and Germany and a whole bunch of the other European countries. So if you're in Europe, it'll be fine. And if you are joining us from across the other side of the world, then I guess good morning to you. Good
morning.
And we hope you enjoyed the games. Oh, here we go.
There was Wojciech almost dead.
Yeah, we have
3 boxes left.
Probably the converter contesting
we can
the
see
top
that.
zone.
There's 3 boxes left.
He's got 3 boxes left. Yeah, he's almost dead. So Corey looking to clear out that top zone.
Oh yeah, for Plogging.
Yeah, he put in some hammer dwarves on the top, and now Wojciech's going to go in. He's going to finish the job, but not with those dice. He's going to have to do better. Going for the booster hits? No, he's not. Okay, that's all right. He knows what he was doing, and all he has to do is roll well. Double one again. Damn, that is unlucky. And I think he's out of... Yeah, he didn't actually get any focus, so he's out of attack. So it looks like that converter... No, one last attack.
Okay,
but he can't boost it.
10.
Oh, no, it wasn't even on the Warjack. I don't think he can get rid of it.
What was that? What? Okay, I missed out.
A random servitor getting killed.
Correct.
So it looks like Corey is actually unable to take that top zone.
That's a pity.
Which is unfortunate
That's
because
unlucky.
the Warjack only has...
He committed a lot.
Yeah, he committed quite heavily to killing that...
because he committed heavy Warjack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so not everything going his way in regards to this, but it looks like the little contesting model on this bottom flag over here is about to get slammed, aka just destroyed from behind. Oh, that's what it was. This is a ambush unit. Ooh. Yeah, he just got ambushed as that.
Let me check his list. What was his name? Could you please tell me?
Corey Doyle.
Corey Doyle. Oh yeah, that's our Coyle. Okay. Corey Doyle. Okay. In his Austrian list, he has...
Anastasia Debray.
Yeah, Anastasia Debray.
Oh yeah, Anastasia Debray comes in off the flank with the ambush and just kills that contesting model, clears the bottom zone for Corey, so he's going to start scoring. Oh, and we have a, I think we have a rust bomb. Rust bomb goes in right here in the middle.
Okay.
So this vector is about to get toasted.
Could you please show our room camera?
As you can see,
okay, something's getting serious in the fourth table. Let's
go to table 4 where things are getting...
Oh no, sorry, that's table 2. Let's go to table 2. That's the beach table.
Yeah, on the beach table, things are getting exciting over here.
Is it?
I gotta say,
oh yeah, retribution.
Mike's board position looks bad right now. He is barely contesting all the 3 zones. He's been pushed back by David's Krix forces, almost out of scenario, and this looks pretty bad. I mean, we have some
infiltrators.
We have some infiltrators, some mage hunters right here, trying to kill. I believe it looks
Stalker.
Like a stalker, yeah, trying to kill a stalker, but apparently not doing it. And
I would agree with you.
David,
Mr. Coolfire.
David has done a pretty good job of pushing Mike out of these, pretty much off the table. I mean, Scar 1 is completely safe over here, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, there's nothing that can threaten
nothing
her.
threatening.
So, I mean, what do you do in this situation? You know, if you're the Virus 2 player, I mean, you
first is denial, then acceptance comes.
That may be the case. We may be looking at a slow death of Virus 2.
Slowly but surely. But you never know. It's a war machine. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, absolutely.
Anything can happen.
Here we go. At least we have... There we go. Now he's attacking. He's taking the fight to his opponent. And that's just the way you got to do it. Like, when you're in this position, you can't just toe into the zone and then slowly somehow expect to win. You have to be aggressive. You have to do a risky play. You know, you have to move in, you have to counter, you have to try and do some damage, and then all you have to do is you have to hope that your opponent rolls really badly for like 1 turn. That's all you need. There's one turn of bad rolls from your
all you
opponent, and you're back in it. So
All you need is rolls.
So, I think globally it looks like I think Canada is pulling just ever so slightly ahead. Yeah, let's take a look at table 3 where we have Haley 3 going in on Grimkin.
Trenches getting deep into Grimkin lines.
So we have the trenches pushing forward into this rectangular zone, and the Grimkin have decided to go for the refused flank and making a push very hard for this left zone over here.
And we can see still those two pure Grimkins alive in the
over here
top
we
side
have
zone.
the I mean this. What do you do as the signal player over here? You know, this is the most annoying thing. One of the most annoying things in all of War Machine is these.
I hate those. I hate them so much with all my heart.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have to play against Grimkin.
Oh yeah. Well, we will not be playing against Grimkin at least for the weekend.
No, not this weekend. But we get to lament how it feels.
For all of you that cannot do that on stream.
Yeah. So it looks like this this top zone is just basically going to be a wash for Brent. So he doesn't really have a good chance of clearing out these. What are those little buggers even called?
Grimkin Swarm?
The swarms, yeah. He doesn't really have a good way of clearing out
Gremlin
the
Swarm,
swarms,
not the Grimkin Swarm.
Unless the problem is that having to arc spells over here.
I think that's the only solution he can find there. Just
but
Thorn.
Where is Brent's arc node?
Where is Brent's arc node? I think.
Is this it?
No.
No,
That
right?
cannot be that.
That looks like a Lancer.
Okay, let me ask.
Why don't you go check?
Okay, Kamil will check it for you.
Gdzie na stole trzecim.
We're gonna check this for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Na trzecim. Tak, halej tu.
So new viewers can kind of tell. Destro 14, that is a very, very cool suggestion. That is indeed a tricky thing.
Destro, you can tell that by their t-shirts in most cases.
Yeah, the problem is they're not always going to be on screen, so if people are checking in, they don't necessarily know which player is on which side. But that's why whenever we switch table, we always try to tell which players, which country is on which side.
Yeah, because they're changing. You have the possibility of choosing your side if you want the role.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah.
Yeah, so we have Baby Haley on the bottom of the forest. That's right, yeah. That's right here, I believe.
Okay, we have a confirmation that Thorn is that Jack right there.
Thorn is over here, which means that this Gremlin Swarm over here is going nowhere for a long time. And there's a good chance that Thorn is about to get killed in retaliation. And then the Signal player has very limited options. You're right, yes. There is a Baby Haley right here that could potentially reach out and try and snipe these two Gremlin Swarms. But then again, you have to keep in mind the formation, right? I think right here in this position, I think she's...
No, she needs to be just on the...
This is a maximum range right here.
That has to be a maximum range.
So either all of the Haleys are going to have to make a push through in order to touch those Gremlin Swarms, or they're just going to have he's just going to have to accept the fact that he's not going to get that zone.
Well, the common range is 9, so she's just... I believe she's just on the...
Yeah, this Baby Haley right here, that's a maximum range. That's as far as she's going to get.
I think that's why she's there in order to get rid of at least one Gremlin Swarm.
Maybe this one right here.
I believe maybe it's after Haley's turn.
Yeah.
So he didn't succeed. But she's facing towards the Skin and Bones.
Yeah.
So maybe he just gave up getting rid of those Gremlin Swarms. Let's switch to Ostrom, table 1, as he is clearing the convergence.
Here we go. Yeah, we have another convergence warjack down over there.
The bottom zone is almost uncontestable. There are
He can. Aaron is going to be able to. I believe it's Aaron. He's going to be able to run in one guy here. This guy right here. He's going to be able to sack him to stop losing points on his turn. And maybe if he keeps this guy safe, he might be able to send him in the turn after next to stop him from scoring.
We have is that a cannon or that's a mortar.
That's a mortar. Yeah.
Oh, we have a mortar. So yeah.
I might be he's just pocket them out of range, but he's going to be losing. There we go. We have the points starting to score now for Corey.
Oh yeah. First points we have noticed.
First points we have noticed, indeed. Yeah. So
and look at the clock. We are over 1 hour into the game, and nobody lost, nobody won. Not so many points scored. Yeah. That's really well.
That just goes to show that this scenario, it's
difficult.
It's one of the slowest scenarios. Let's go take a look at table 2.
Yeah, they're playing conservatively.
That's right, yeah. Table 2, it's still David's turn. He's trying to get rid of the models on his right flank, namely these 2 light warjacks and those mage hunter strike force. Let's see.
Do you think killing an infiltrator, putting a mashing right, and getting walking the other side with the jacks would be the solution? Maybe not this one in the middle of the zone.
Well,
but maybe they're getting rid
of. If this engine hasn't activated, he could
easily kill a couple of them,
and then send in.
Or maybe the other side to the bottom black warjack.
This one, you think he can reach that? Well, maybe.
Yep, charging, and getting rid of him from the zone. Killing that jack.
Yeah, pops a spirit. Spirit goes here. Mind controls the warjack, walks the warjack out of the zone, and then he punches this one to death.
Well, we'll see.
That's ambitious. That's really ambitious. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I think we have a Scar about to activate. No, he's going for the top zone first. We have a Stalker going in on these light warjacks.
Oh, okay. Let's switch. Sorry to interrupt you. Yes. Let's switch to Grimkin table. That's table 3. A Wanderer is somewhere deep in front. Let us see. Where is he? Camille. Just. Okay. So we are having Camille is checking the position of Wanderer. As he said, he's far in front. Okay.
That's him?
Wow, that's really far forward.
So the Wanderer has made a very aggressive positioning move.
Oh, sorry, that's him. That's Wanderer.
On that bottom zone right there.
It's difficult to draw with that much, really.
Yeah, it's hard, huh?
Okay, that's really bad arrow.
So we gotta. He's gonna have to be careful he doesn't get assassinated here.
I think he was trying to kill Alexia, as he's standing in front of Alexia.
Oh yeah.
In case he won't kill her.
Yeah, but the Wanderer's pretty good against assassination, isn't he? I mean, he can get out of there.
Oh yeah, but in his turn, if he stays there where he stays, and probably he stays there, might be difficult. I don't know how many reasons are there left. Probably a couple.
It doesn't look like there's many left on the horizon side.
Okay, I would find like at least 3 on the bottom, maybe 4 or 5.
I think that on the bottom is actually a weapons team there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have 3 risen left for Alexia, who's sitting right here. So let's see, Matt is.
And don't forget about the Starcrossed.
Yeah, I mean Starcrossed. You have to keep in mind this big forest over here.
Oh yeah,
it does a pretty good job of keeping you safe if you're on the other side of it. I mean,
but there's Grandma Haley.
Yeah, Grandma Haley's right here. So he's gonna have to be careful that she doesn't. I think it's taking a free strike with the Skin and Moans right here. Top flank, so that is indeed correct. The Wanderer is in this bottom zone.
Yeah, that's the Wanderer.
Yeah.
That's the
So
Wanderer.
that's a pretty aggressive positioning by Matt. Let's see if it pays
Okay.
off.
And we have information that Wanderer, the player that Matt is playing, the Wanderer, he has used his last Arcana.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have
And the last Arcana he used is a Cursed.
a curse. Let's take a look. What does a curse do?
Okay, let me tell you. A Cursed is one of the bottom. A Cursed, okay. When the Warlock control range, enemy models lose incorporeal. Tough, that in this matchup, particular matchup can be really important. And undead, and cannot have damage removed from them. Additionally, enemy non-war beast models lose construct while in the Warlock's control range. A Curse lasts for 1 round.
Yeah, so it looks like the Wanderer used his. Yeah, it definitely is a power play. It looks like the Wanderer used his Arcana to strip Tough from all of those models, allowing him to do a pretty decent chunk of damage to that.
Let me check what's the area of entropic force of the battle engine.
It probably overlaps to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's probably his command range. That's... Oh no, it's within 5 inches of this model. Enemy models lose tough. Okay, so he definitely wants to get rid of those trencher blocking, staying in a forest.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah, he wants to get rid of those trenches for sure.
Just
So he can try and maybe get skin on moans through here.
Oh, we haven't noticed that. That's next to the Skin and Bones. That's a Rattler.
This one right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Rattler. So can you imagine him getting deep into trencher lines?
That would be nice.
That can be devastating as he has used his Arcana. Yeah, a Cursed Arcana.
So we might be seeing a lot of trenches getting gobbled up right now.
Oh yeah. That's going to be interesting.
CJ Yacht. During the actual tournament itself, you are going to be able to see all of the results live
Flick. Choose for all players.
as they're brought in. They'll be visible at the WMH-WTC.com. So today being Casual Friday, there are no official results that are posted. This is just for practice and for honor and glory. But starting tomorrow, those results are going to be viewable live, and you can update them as the games progress, so that you can keep track of your favorite team.
Okay, let's switch to the other table as we are looking at table
Steelhead
3.1.
Hunter asks, is he going to flare the trenches? That's a very good question.
I need to...
We hope so. So let's take a look. He's just deciding his order of activations right here. Matt has to think very carefully. That's what you always have to do when you have a low volume of attacks but a high quality of attacks. Every single one counts. So he's just trying to make sure. I think his main concern right now is Alexia, to see how he's going to get rid of her. Hope Dog, thank you very much for the support. It's a shame you couldn't be here, but hopefully we will do you proud in commentating the games this weekend for you, and you'll be able to sit back, relax, watch the games, and feel like you're right here with us.
Okay, so as far as I know, as far as Camille told me, the table 1, Ostrom and Orion. Ostrom is mopping up, basically. That's what we can easily see.
Let's take a quick meander over there whilst Matt decides what he's going to do. So Corey has...
it's not that straightforward.
One-sided, but strategically it looks really bad for the Orion.
On the
player.
bottom flank.
Yeah, the bottom flank. I mean, this whole section of the board
belongs to
firmly
mercenaries.
in Corey's control.
Oh yeah.
And
but on the other hand, we have the top side zone.
Yeah, I mean this is starting to look pretty decent for
Convergence.
For Aaron, yeah.
Okay, let's end the table 2, where Scar 1, and Virus 2 are. Yeah. That looks much better for
there we
Flex
go.
player.
Yeah. So So here we have David trying to clean up the right-hand side with some Bane Riders. Bane Riders, of course, being triple 1 on the damage. Yikes!
It's as painful as funny to look at.
Funny for us, painful.
That's the point.
Boy, sometimes I do really enjoy being in the commentator seat and not in the player seat. If that was me rolling those dice, I would have tilted pretty hard.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's switch to table 4.
Wait, does he get the Warjack?
Okay, so let's stay with
leaves
table
him on 2 boxes.
Oh, really?
Oh, unfortunate. A little bit of bad luck on the dice rolls here for David, and he actually leaves that, I believe it's a Siren, actually leaves him standing, which is unfortunate. So it looks like he's not going to be scoring that bottom zone anytime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Unless, I think he's about to activate the battle engine. Okay,
yeah,
here we go.
So
we
maybe the
machine
ride. Machine ride.
Yeah, so...
Go.
So he's going to go in, he's going to charge in, he's going to kill the Warjack, he's going to try and gobble up one of the Mage Hunters, and maybe...
We'll see. I think
he's changing his mind.
Okay, let's switch to table 4 as for quite long we haven't seen what's going on there. And the battle engine is gone.
Well, yeah, there we go.
There are a lot of Risen as well.
Yeah, so it looks like Brandon has successfully managed to remove the battle engine on his left flank, on his bottom flank over here by the circular zone, after having cleared out the intervening Warjack as well. I believe there was a Lancer on that side as well that he just he killed recently.
Oh yeah.
And Alex is starting to run low on his model count. He still has a very firm contesting of the middle zone.
And I think his feet will not help a lot in killing infantry because he kills it anyway with leaps.
Yeah, exactly.
So the only way I would see to use the feet would be either assassination run or just getting rid of
I would try and
tough
save
models.
it for the assassination.
And tough, I mean Warjacks or Busters.
Yeah, I mean there's still a Thorn lying, and there's still a Thorn running around, and I believe looks like, is that an Ironclad?
It's an Ironclad. Yeah. Ironclad and Thorn. Really coming back good for Haley.
Yeah, the question is it worth trading a Nemo 3 feet for an Ironclad and
you would keep it? You would keep it for assassination run?
I think so.
But if he is going to run out of models, there would be no point in him feeding
then
anyway.
That's true, yeah. So, I mean, that's a tough decision.
Oh, yeah. I'm really curious how the bunker works for the American player. I will talk to him after the game.
Afterwards maybe we can bring in some of the players and we can hear their commentary.
Oh yeah, at least captains. Okay. Is she?
We have baby Haley attempting to kill the battle engine, looks like. No, not just yet.
Okay, is that a charge attack roll?
Wow, look at all those Risen in the backfield.
That have risen from the trencher bodies.
Yeah, look at all these reanimated bodies. Oh my goodness.
Zombie. The Walking Dead.
I feel so bad for Alex having to face this Signa undead horde.
Yeah, but it still looks like he's rather using those Risen to produce thralls and to be damage boxes for Alexia.
Yeah, that in the long run, that's the most effective way to use them. Is just to pop out
and keep them in the back, so they won't get in line of your charge lines or something.
Yeah, I mean they're just going to get killed by electro leaps anyway. So why bother just exposing them needlessly?
Yeah.
So he's trying to put in some damage on the battle engine. Brandon here. And he's going
counting trencher long gunners.
It looks like a massive
barely missed. Okay, is he going to reroll that? No. Is he? No. Oh, is it? No. What was that?
Oh, I think they're determining whether or not it's cocked. That counts as cocked.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that was the American way to check it, like sliding a die over a die.
Yeah, put a die over it.
Makes sense.
It slides off.
Ultimate test of the blocked die. Okay, let's switch maybe to table 5 as here we're not seeing any action.
Well, we're seeing a lot of action. We're just seeing terrible dice rolls, which means nobody's dying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 10 is not that bad, but I don't know what was the strength of the attack.
That was probably it looks like it was a damage roll on the battle engine. Here we go.
He's continuing.
Yeah, he's really trying to finish off this battle engine. And
does Maxwell Finn charging?
Yeah. Go on. So Maxwell Finn is going for it.
Is Matthias there?
No, he's not here. He's resting. Yeah, he's fine.
There we go.
Okay, let's see. He has Weapon Master.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really bad.
A truly mediocre
10,
roll.
rolling 10 on 4 dice.
4 dice, that's pretty bad.
So that was, what?
Brandon's die total.
Battle Engine's armor, 18, his
those,
power 10, so that was 2 damage. I think it was 2.
Yeah,
that was his second attack.
He's not going to get rid of that battle engine.
No, not anytime soon. Let's switch maybe to table 5.
Wanderer just go back.
Okay, so we have confirmation that on table 3, the Wanderer just teleported backwards with his. That's the Wanderer.
That's a pretty good position. I'd feel pretty safe there.
Okay.
It looks like we have Adeptus Ron.
There's only left, I believe.
Asking about our microphone setup. There is a little bit of background noise.
Well, the room is very crowded.
Yeah,
there are
not really
roughly 40
30-40
people here. So okay, let's switch to table 5 as I want to look at those beautiful models.
The grind fest continues. It looks like
Grudge.
It looks like Canada's Chris with his Madrak 1 has been doing a pretty good job of clearing out this bottom zone.
In contrary to the Crix player.
But it looks like both
the top zone.
Both are going for a refused flank here. So Madrak's forces are pushing in through this left zone.
I think Crix player has some input against Troubled player and his refused flank. As you can see, he's really pushing far forward on the top zone, probably killing a lot of moles on the way.
Oh yeah.
So that's not without the reason. This flank is refused, not without the reason.
Yeah. So they're both trying to. We may end up in a situation where we end up with initially the battle lines like this, and then they end up like this, and then they end up like this, where both players decide to go for the flank, and then they end up rotating around this central piece of terrain, and that may be what we're seeing right now. We're just looking right now. He's Jeremy, USA's Jeremy is just taking a look. Jeremy Lee at whether or not he can get some spirits in there, and it looks like it fits.
And that's a Wrath engine. I'm curious where's Madrak? Probably somewhere in the middle. Where is that Madrak?
I think it may be. One of the disadvantages of playing trolls is that your entire army is a blob of indistinguishable troll models, and you never know where the Warcaster is. I always have difficulty, especially with the top-down view.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty crazy. And Adeptus Ron, do let us know if you are the Adeptus Ron, aka Australian's Dylan Simmer. If so, then let us know how it's going and what is up, because Ron for life.
Oh, and we are having now 103 spectators.
Very good. We've broken triple digits. That's what we like to see.
Are you guys having a nice Friday evening, morning, noon, whatever?
Wherever you are, let us know if you're enjoying it. If you have any questions or commentary, put it in the chat. We'd love to talk to you about it.
Let us show you the room video.
There we have Josh Bates and Banky engaging in what appears to be a very enthusiastic discussion. I think Bates is just talking about some assassination run that he did. Either that or they're discussing what happened last night at the vodka bar.
That might be the case. What happens in Poland stays in Poland.
In Poland, that's right.
Let's switch
Mainly
to...
because most of the people involved can't remember what happened the day after.
So, are they still playing on table 1? Yeah, they are still playing. I can see from here.
Look,
American player.
Four control points to Corey for Corey now.
Okay. Let's keep it track.
And I think his opponent has maybe one, but it looks like it's all over except for the crying
so,
on this table. So it looks like.
Okay, so this bottom zone belongs definitely to mercenary player. And on the top zone, we still can see some contesting parts there.
Yeah, but I mean...
And the middle zone belongs to Merrick player as well.
Yeah,
so I believe that we're just looking at the
a Canadian victory on this table here.
Okay, let's and we both bet. Yeah, we have both bet on. Oh no, you actually bet on Orion.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did?
No. I
it's on paper. It's on paper.
You
guys.
wrote it down wrong, you fool. No, I had my money on Ostrom all day.
Okay.
But not because it's Ostrom, because it's Corey, and I played against him, and the guy's a machine.
This Ostrom is awesome.
The Ostrom is awesome. He really is, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of this kind of Ostrom play throughout this tournament.
There's a question.
I'm making that prediction right now.
Okay, there's a question from Pub Dog, and yes, we'll be streaming one more game today.
That is correct. Yes, we have another Grudge match scheduled right after this one.
Is it Australia against somebody, or I have no idea?
It should be the Ashes, which is Australia against England. If that is still going on.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see then. Let's switch to table number 2.
Switch to
the beautiful beach table.
The beautiful beach table. That's right.
Okay.
So once again, it looks like Canada is looking to, I think, claim victory here on this table as well.
Oh yeah.
Within a decent amount of time, because Virus 2 is sitting right here, pretty exposed, and he has lost.
Close to no
He has
models.
lost the top flank. I believe there is one contesting model for Retribution right here. I think that may be a mechanic. And other than that, he is barely contesting the middle zone and barely contesting this bottom zone here with a Mage Hunter and a Harpy or a Siren. They kind of look alike to me. And a Void Spirit right here. The Void Tracer is actually pretty safe because I believe that this piece of terrain right here counts as an obstruction? Or is that a hill?
I think that's a rough terrain.
Rough terrain.
Well, tomorrow we'll have the spreadsheet of terrains.
Which we can
just for a reference,
yeah, that looks like a Void Tracer. West Germany versus East Germany. That would be a good Grudge match. I would love to see that one. That's good job, Top Planter. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Or a Cold War matchup. Ooh. Russia versus States, United States. That would be fun. Oh yeah.
So now we have David Beauchamp cleaning out the top zone, and I believe he only has to kill one more model to claim the zone. I'm not sure what that model over there is.
Unfortunately, the top side is quite blurred. It's because the cameras and their focus. Georg is just checking the table 2. Running back.
So we have indeed one single Void Tracer contesting the top zone, and I'm gonna take a look at the clocks real quick because
where's the mouse? Okay,
both players are moving more quickly. And
okay, they're running out of time. And when we're having Swedish players joining up in our nice streaming room. Georg is just checking if everything is on A-OK. Let me check on table 2. He's playing really fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get exciting.
Okay.
David Beauchamp only has 3 minutes left on his clock.
Oh yeah, we're running closer and closer to the end of the match.
He is about to clock out, and his opponent Mike with Virus 2 still has 13 minutes left on his.
Probably the amount of models he has to play is the reason.
That's the problem with playing Crix. So David is really playing like he's now playing at super full speed.
Okay,
like
yeah, but I believe he don't need that much.
He's not going to need that many more turns to win this game on scenario.
Exactly.
So, but he has to play quickly. He has to make those activations. I mean, granted, Mike only has 6 models left on the table.
Okay,
So
looks more like a Guild Ball match than a War
Yes,
Machine.
that's right. Yeah, but he's going to have all the time in the world to play around with his Virus 2. But it looks like.
Shall we check the other tables?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm all stuck. Okay.
I'm going to move the clock into view.
If it's possible, that would be great. Quick overview of different tables. Here having Grimkin versus Signor. Nothing changed to Grimkin Swarms, Gremlin Swarms. Still in topside zone. Wonder a bit back.
The clock should be back in view right now, and this is the table 3. Let me get all of these clocks.
Okay. Table 4. Table 4. American player playing nervously with his measure tape. But I don't believe he has any reasons to be worried. Because this looks in favor of a singular player, but American one. Then table 5. Let me switch more stock. Table 5. Oop. Table 5. I cannot. Okay. Here we go. Still troll was.
Let me just adjust.
Okay. Okay. Georg is just pushing the clocks, so we can see the amount of time left. Yeah, I agree. Top Lanza. I hate those Gremlin Swarms too. They're really annoying. No wonder they have real line right? Okay. It's better now. It's 6 minutes to 8, probably. Let's switch to whatever the game is most nervous. It's definitely table 2.
About to clock out.
It's definitely table 2.
So David Beauchamp having about 2 minutes left on his clock. So he has to finish the rest of this game very quickly, but he is in a commanding position. His opponent having only 2 models contesting the bottom zone, Viros and a mechanic or something sitting around.
Yeah,
He's
not
going to
very
be
a
able
lot
to
of
put
model.
up much of a fight.
And
But-
yet, those are practice runs. Casual Friday runs.
Today is Casual Friday. It is the Grudge match sessions. You are currently watching the Grudge match between the United States and Canada.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
So we're gonna have to. Mike is gonna be able to just take his time on this play right now. And he has to put himself in a position where he has to take off 2 minutes off of his opponent's clock while somehow contesting.
Oh, yeah.
Problem is, I don't think he has the models to do it.
I don't know. What can he do? I believe the control point score is in Crix player's favor.
Oh, he's going to be soon. He's going to be scoring 3 points a turn, and then
that's over.
Then it's over. You know?
There are still objectives on the table.
Yeah.
I don't believe Retribution player has.
Yeah, but he'll kill those
anyway.
next turn with a couple of Bane Knights.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
maybe
there
switch.
we go. So he's going to go in on the battle engine.
Oh,
if
yeah.
he can kill the battle engine,
There would be no way he can score the point. Nevertheless,
no,
there's still
he's not going to
Darwin, right?
score. He's not going to score, but it's going to make it a lot harder to kill this one remaining contesting Mage Hunter right here.
Does it even matter? He has the top side zone and the middle zone almost.
Yeah, but if he doesn't outscore him to where he has more than 5 points, and he clocks, he still loses.
Yeah, but still 2
He
minutes.
could be winning by 4 control points.
Yeah, but still having that many models against so few models of Retribution, he doesn't need even to do anything with those models. Just stay there and score control points, I believe.
That's true. He can just forfeit all activations on all of his models and then just.
And that's it. Yeah, and just
pass the turn.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So it looks like this table 2 is going to be a win for Canada.
Oh, in case the Canadian player
Unless
clocking up.
David Beauchamp times out on the clock.
I think we are seeing just the first game is finished. Camille! There. I think it's over.
It looks like it. The players seem to be
Let me
having a
check it.
discussion. Oh, there we go. And there is the final seconds of the clock for the Convergence player. And we have reached 0 with Corey Doyle having taken the victory, I believe, on scenario, purely because he's managed, because of his aggressive play.
Let us check. It looks...
Canada wins? Awesome.
No,
wins.
ask. Ask. No. Well, because it looks like an assassination.
Maybe he
run.
got assassinated, right?
That's the point.
Yeah.
Or is it failed?
6-1 scenario victory. Okay.
Okay, so Ostrom won. 6-1.
6-1 on scenario.
Okay, let us adjust the score. We need to do that on table 3.
Yep. We're gonna go to table 3 real quick.
Just okay.
Where
Country
the
score.
action is still going between Brett with his Haley 3 and Matt with his Wanderer. It's currently Brett's turn. He's trying to clear the middle. He's trying to get some damage in on these war beasts.
Okay, so we have Canada 1.
0-1.
Okay, now it's Canada 1.
So right now Canada has taken the lead. Let's quickly go back to table 2 where I think we are about to see a conclusion. It looks like the battle engine is dead.
Yeah.
And the Mage Hunter, here we go. If this Mage Hunter kills Dark
Yeah, but what's the... Well, he still has the infantry model, right?
he'll get dismounted.
But what's the control point score? Camille! Is a control point of my own, I believe. Nic? Nie no, okay, we're currently looking at a model attempting to kill that, right?
I mean, Daggereth is hard to kill, you know. I mean, they're gonna have to roll some.
Okay, so the control point score is 1-0 for Scar 1.
1-0 only. Wow, that's some pretty late scoring going on. He's only scored that top zone, so he may clock out. If he only has 1 point, that means he has to win. He has to play at least 2 whole turns,
In 2 minutes.
To score 2 zones for the next 2 minutes.
Well, I still think it's doable.
Mike has just contested both the bottom zone and the middle zone. And the middle zone has been contested in such a way, he's hiding this guy behind the building. Like, I mean, let's just take a look right here. You know, I mean, this guy right here.
Oh, just Scar, Scar moving fast.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
can definitely tell he has a lot.
David has to play real quick right here.
Just preparing for next turn.
Yeah, next turn, he just has to run forward, score that top zone, waste as little time on his clock as possible, and just go completely.
2 minutes is... Oh, yes.
There we go. So
Passing the
turn. Okay, yeah. So he's not even doing any attacks. He's not casting any spells. He's just
we have some
running.
control points. That's 3.
He goes up.
That's interesting. Well, he's got 3 control points. Camille.
There's 1. There's 2 contesting models. Oh wait, they're not even. You can't contest the square zone.
No, you can. No, of course you can.
Yeah,
you can contest every zone.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So we have a stalker. He's going to be able
It's
to
3-0 in control points.
3-0 in control.
So
points.
okay, the game is over basically.
He needs 1 more turn. He needs 1 more turn, and he has to either kill these 2 models here, or he has to kill this Mage Hunter right here.
Okay.
And this and there's an engineer right here as well.
Okay.
Sorry, go back to here.
Oh yeah. I'd like to put.
I want to try and get rid of the
Okay, no.
the drawing.
Yeah, no. Okay, cool.
Okay. This is getting pretty tight.
Oh! And Nemo 3 on table 4 has 2 seconds on his clock.
2 seconds on his clock. Oh my goodness.
Okay, and Haley 3 has
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Wow.
Why would he not just pass the clock? I think the American. Oh, okay. So this is game for America. United States.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like the US is going to take the second game.
It's difficult to tell which turn exactly it is.
There are no visible turn markers, I'm afraid.
Yeah, there are some, but it's in the part of the screen that we cannot see, or that distant that we still cannot see.
Okay, so right now we're looking at Brandon from the USA with his Haley 3 trying to, I guess, do his best of clearing out the middle zone. He's going to go after Thorn here.
Okay, let's switch to table 2. Sorry to interrupt you.
Table 2 where things
Scar has 13 seconds.
Scar has 13 seconds left on her clock. I think we might be seeing some attempted assassination. Oh, he's going for the objective.
Oh, yeah, every point matters.
That's right, Mike is trying to kill the objective because if he can kill the objective, then he can buy himself another turn.
Oh, yeah.
Without losing. And then he can make his opponent clock out. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. This is down to the wire games right here, right now. Every single model counts, every single activation counts, and literally every single second counts. He's trying to position his contesting models in such a way. I mean, we are talking about a mage hunter and an engineer, right? It's as soon as somebody breathes on it, this engineer is going to die. But if he positions him in such a way that his opponent can't get a charge lane, then this could be big trouble. David Beauchamp might be about to clock out here. Okay, so he scored the turn. He's almost lost on scenario. Mike with his Virus 2 is almost lost on scenario, but he's still holding on.
Stretch his control. Okay. Yeah. So apparently table. Okay. Shall we stay with this table? Because
this is about to wrap up. I mean, Mike has to think very carefully about how.
On table 3. Okay, let's switch to table 3. Apparently Wanderer has won, and I think it was the assassination one.
He managed to get his Warbies through, it looks like it. To get him
okay, so Wanderer won. Wanderer won on control points. Okay, Wanderer won on control points.
On control points?
Okay.
Wow.
So we have Wanderer from... okay, let's...
so it looks like that super aggressive push that he did... in turn 3, really paid off in the long run. He managed to get a lead. He managed to contest the top
Wanderer
zone.
was from Canada or United States?
That I'm not sure. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wanderer is from Canada. Okay, so Canada 2.
Canada has now 2 confirmed victories. Let's go back to...
Okay, let me switch the score. Change the score. It's 2 points.
Table 2. And let's go back to table 2.
Oh, really quick.
Here we go. We're about to see it. David Beauchamp is about to clock out, but he's trying to clear the zone. Oh no, Mike is busy. Mike is busy. He's trying to kill all of David Beauchamp's remaining models. He's trying.
Just 3 seconds left.
David Beauchamp has 3 seconds left on his clock. I don't think he may lose this.
If it's possible even to make his turn.
I don't know, it's not legal, I don't think.
No, it is. In this steamroller it is. You can have only
if he can win in 3 seconds, I don't think he can win in 3 seconds. If he can kill... Oh my goodness. So Virus 2 is spending all of his focus now. And he's not getting the kill. Oh!
Boom.
He gets it.
Zone clear.
He gets it. He clears the zone. He's going to score a point. That's going to take him away from losing, which means that David Beauchamp may lose this game on clock right now.
But just...
If he contests the top zone with this engineer, then he can stop himself from losing any control points this time.
Oh my god.
He's doing it.
Okay.
He's running the engineer in to contest the top zone.
I don't believe it's possible to get rid of any models
is not
in 3
going
seconds.
to score any control points at the end of this retribution turn, and he's going to have 3 seconds to win the game, and he's not going to be able to do it because he has to roll at least 2 sets of dice.
Oh my god, yeah.
This is
Won't
incredible.
Be possible.
This is unbelievable. No way did I see this coming.
And I think that's not the last turn. We can see the counter on top, and there seems to be still
still
plates
have
left.
One turn left, yeah. And I think we're about to see a handshake. Oh, we have a judge call.
Judge call.
Oh my goodness. Could this game get any more exciting?
Okay,
we
so,
have a shake.
Sprawdź to wygrał. No nie, już okay.
We have a
Interesting point, they are calling judge if they can click just really quick the clock, and this way passing the turn and winning on control points.
because he wanted to ride out turn 7
Oh yeah, he wants to pass
and
the
turn
turn.
on tiebreaker.
Yeah. We have Kamil coming here to confirm the result.
5-3 for Skara.
And it's Skara won.
Tiebreaker, yeah.
Okay, so Sky won.
Scar 1 wins on tiebreaker at the end of
So
turn
we have-
7 with 3 seconds left on her clock.
So we have Canada scoring the third point, resulting in Canada winning
Already.
already.
And now America has to
I
try
think-
and reclaim some honor by winning at least one of these two remaining
I think
games.
table 4 they already finished. We'll check who won. And table 5.
I think Haley 3-1 is table 5.
And that's
is
it.
good.
I think that's it. All tables have finished.
It looks like Madrak has clocked.
Okay, let us check who won.
Okay, we're still waiting on results for the final 2 tables. Players are just having their post-game discussion. As you can see, things happening very fast and furious in the very final minutes of all of these games.
Kamil is just checking who won on the other tables, but okay, so...
Table 4, do we know what happened there?
Oh yeah, we're just waiting for confirmation. So shall we show ourselves, or maybe show scenario room? Okay. Oh. That's Kamil running.
That's Camille running to tell us what's happening.
Kylie won with Nemo.
Okay.
He clocked.
Nemo clocked.
Yeah, Nemo this run of time, and Kylie had I don't remember 2 or 3 CPs.
Okay, it doesn't. Okay, and on the last table, 5th table. Okay.
So we have at least one victory for the United States out of these 5 games, with Alex's Nemo 3 clocking out against Brandon. Clocking out against Brandon's Haley 3. Obviously, Haley 3 being actually, I think in my eyes, one of the strongest clock players in the entire game.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. It's really easy to clock out against. Oh, that's Kamil running again.
Madrak lost by run of time. He ran of time, and there was 2 CPs different. I do not know.
Okay,
but Madrak
so
lost.
we have their final result. The final result, let me adjust it. I'm not spoiling it. Not spoiling it is the drums. Okay. Well, you already probably
We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. The United States of America has managed to win 2 out of its 5 games, meaning that the winner of the Friday night grudge match between the United States and Canada is Canada. 3 games to 2, with the Canadians winning all 3 of their games on scenario, and the Americans.
Here Madrak lost.
Yeah, sorry. And the Americans winning both of their games by clocking out their opponents. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The first set of matches of the WTC 2018, the Friday night grudge match.
Oh yeah.
Go
Canada!
Absolutely.
Let me ask Canadian captain to join us here for a short interview.
We will now be bringing in some of the players to ask their opinions on the respective matchups. Hi again, ladies and gentlemen, it's your host George Busher. We are going to be interviewing some of the players from the grudge match that you just saw, and the crowd's going wild for Canada right now. Those were some very, very exciting games, very tight, very close, and I mean, you know, they went down 2 seconds left on the clock. So first of all, coming in from Team Canada, we have David Beauchamp, who managed to win with 3 seconds left on his clock. So David, tell us about it. How was the game?
It was really good. He managed to top of 2 my Wraith Engine with just 2 Sirens and the Imperatus. So his average damage was 18, so he spiked by 8 to kill the Wraith Engine. And and if he didn't, I just get to kill way more on my feat turn. But I still got a lot done on my feat turn. He feated to hopefully save models, but I killed Imperatus, crippled 2 Sirens, crippled 2 Harpies, and crippled Siren, and sent one of the other Sirens back. He feated it back, and I tried to send it even further back, but it didn't matter. I just kept my Wraith Engine back on the other side.
After your opponent losing Imperatus, we definitely called the game for you because we thought that's already it. Because the Imperatus was the most important part, and since you applied Grievous Wounds, right, with Stalkers, it was over.
Yeah. The Overlords are really key to stop the Arcanist from contesting also.
Right, yeah. I mean, it got a little bit dicey towards the end there. I gotta say, we were talking about it. We were going through your table. We were like, table 2, yeah, here we are again. He's winning. Virus 2 is about to get crushed. And then we came back, and then we're like, oh, he's got nothing left on his clock. He's about to clock out. And then all of a sudden, your opponent started contesting left and right, and we were like, oh no, is he going to clock out whilst leading on scenario?
Yeah.
So in general, you won 3-2.
For us, sorry?
Yeah,
our team?
Yeah,
your team? Our team won 3-2 on the tables, then we also had the side games, which still ended up being 4-3 technically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had 7 games.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Canada won not only the stream game, but also the side table games. Huh?
Yeah. Good job. And how do you feel about pairings? Were they random, or just you play it as you would play them tomorrow or Sunday? Final game?
So none of our full 5-player teams are here today, but
so just mixed.
They had double Haley 3.
Yeah.
And we knew that if we put Wanderer forward, that they were going to probably give us double Haley 3 because they assumed that's an auto win for them. But our Wanderer player, who's playing in Solo Masters, has played that match over 100 times this year and knows it inside out. And Becky was like, I want to put Wanderer. Becky was like, why? I was like, he will win this game.
And he did. It was really impressive.
Yeah,
really impressive.
Seen really straightforward action from Wanderer getting far into the table, in the middle of the table, getting job done by himself. That was interesting. Then he teleported back, and I think that was maybe that was a decisive play. Difficult to say because we didn't see the whole game, but just a bit. But I still think that might be the thing that assured the winning for securing the winning.
And those little flanking gremlin swarms on the far outside. I mean,
as we all agreed with the spectators, we all hate gremlin swarms. Chat spam, gremlin swarms go home.
So, how do you see your team going forward into the WTC now? Now that you're warmed up and you've had your first game under your belt, what do you think?
I feel pretty good about this year, especially last year. We didn't have Ghostly, so it was kind of a little down. We didn't think we were going to really take it. We got 5th or 6th or whatever last year, but this year it's definitely the most confident year I think we've ever been here at.
So,
more than the year that we made the podium 2 years ago.
Really? Okay.
And is that correct that you took part previously in 3 WTCs editions?
Sorry?
You have been already 3 times.
Yes.
This
will be my 4th. Yeah.
Okay, so I have statistics here. Your win ratio is almost over 70% of games won.
Yeah.
You won 13 games out of 18. That's a great result.
Yeah. So last year,
really
I jumped on the grenade 3 times versus Ghostly or Crix.
Oh yeah.
But the 2 years before, I went 5-1 and 5-1.
That's very impressive. A quick curious. I have a hypothesis that I want to test during this WTC. So all of the teams that we talk to, I want to ask this question. My hypothesis is that it doesn't actually matter which lists you bring, but the only thing that matters is how many hours played you have with the list that you do bring. So I wanted to ask you, how many hours do you have played with the list that you brought?
With the list I brought, not a lot. I pivoted near the end. I was playing Grimkin all year. Okay. Played probably close to 200 games at Dreamer and such.
Wow.
But I was I thought Scar 1 was pretty ridiculous a lot of time. And I've played Scar 1 all of Mark 2. I probably have 300 games at Scar 1 over the history, but this specific list, not a lot. Probably 30 or 40.
So is your team going to be dropping you into the Grimkin matchup purely because you know them so well?
I would love to play Grimkin.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you play Grimkin, watch out for this guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, that was great match.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well played. Very
luck
exciting
tomorrow.
game.
Are
I
you
want
going
to
to
see
play
more
more
of this
games
kind of
today?
stuff.
Or just chill,
Probably just chill tonight.
have a beer,
Yeah.
or 5?
Probably no drinking.
So how was last
Good
night?
idea.
How was last night?
Last night was ridiculous.
You tell us off stream, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe kids are watching us.
What happens in Poland stays in Poland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sunday night will probably be the biggest party night. Like it always is at WTC.
Yeah, but I mean, it's WTC, it's Sunday, we're in Poland.
What can go
Enough
wrong?
said. Yeah, that's it. Okay, awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks very much and good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Cheers. Go Canada.
Go Canada indeed. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a 3-2 victory by the Canadian team in the Grudge match, and also a 4-1 victory on the side table by the Canadians over their American counterparts. So it really looks like America has to step it up a notch.
Oh yeah.
In order to
definitely that's the news bomb, or how would you say that? I don't know. That they will be aware of Canadians being able to beat them. So maybe if they meet up in semifinals, for example.
That would be very interesting, and if that happens, we'll be here to watch the action live and to give you guys the best commentary out there. So we're going to take a quick break for now.
Yeah.
We will be back with the next set of Grudge matches.
Oh yeah.
We're not quite sure what the timing on that is going to be, but
As soon as possible, probably.
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
There were some questions from chat. Who's going to play? I've heard that Australians are going to play, but that's not confirmed. Just now we'll see. As soon as we know, we'll tell you.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay put right here. Go get something to eat, get a drink.
Get some chips, get some beers, get
exactly.
some...
Go stretch your legs, and then we'll be right back with the next Grudge match.
Cheers.